that out there.
Rico
Podcast.
Breaking friends. Yes, you can.
No, you can't.
Yes,
not
you can.
not when I'm in the room.
So this is what happened. What happened was we had the casting director for the Bill Cosby Show, The Golden Girls, Airplane, right?
Yeah.
Airplane 1 and 2.
Yeah.
And he, where I'm like, hey man, like,
He had
what's
a
your
bunch
favorite?
of them.
Oh, I love Airplane. The Airplane movie was his favorite. And
he wrote a book.
He wrote a book. And then this motherfucker, it was like a couple of weeks after the Cosby thing, he goes, I see you shirt with book. And he set it up beautifully. He's like, I see that you were casting director for the Cosby Show. Was that amazing? He's like, so how many drinks did Bill Cosby pour you? And he said it just like that it caught me off guard. And I just smacked him. And the casting director starts laughing. And I'm like, okay. And then apparently they were upset about it, allegedly.
After he laughed.
After he had laughed.
Probably his publicist was upset about it. I mean, he's like, yeah, that was pretty funny, but his publicist is like,
a publicist was upset.
yeah.
We'll not talk about that, but a publicist.
That's always a big problem, dude. So Billy Joe Charles, the third, right?
Yep, the third.
I always get that. I always fuck that up. I always just say Billy Joe Charles or BJ.
No, you never said BJ.
No, I haven't. Because I am gonna start saying that.
I'd stab you again.
I would.
Yeah. You want to get stabbed?
You really want to start that right now?
You want to get stabbed again? Start calling me BJ.
No, that never happened allegedly.
Yeah. No, that fucking happened. I'm out now, so I can say it. Fucking.
So we
happened.
can talk about it. That's how you. So for the people that don't know, this is
the guy who stabbed him. For those who don't know, this is the guy. He found out what his middle name was, and he stabbed him. He just stabbed him. It was horrible.
Know my middle name
I didn't know your middle name was
Why
Abdel.
do you think all the fucking Iraqis when we were on mission, Abdullah? I'm like, no, fuck you. Like, no motherfucker.
No, he's like Mexican.
You're trying to keep that shit secret. On top of that, like every time they saw you, all of them were like, "Hey, BB, because you were, yeah." So now it all makes sense.
They knew.
It all makes sense. Freaking Abdel.
So he stabbed me.
You stabbed him too.
No.
Let's get it in order first.
No, let's get it in order first. Let's get this in order. He took one of the last Gatorades in the truck when we were in Iraq.
Wait.
Go ahead.
You say the truck. But it's actually my truck.
No, it was not. You didn't hand sign it.
Was I the TC?
You were the tactical. Yes, you were.
So that means, what does TC mean?
Tactical commander.
Truck commander.
Truck commander.
Yeah. So the truck is.
But you didn't.
It's my fucking truck.
You didn't sign for
I don't care.
Hey, who cleaned that fucking truck every day?
You.
Exactly.
That's your fucking job.
No, I'm the woman in this relationship.
That's exactly what you fucking private. Hey, and on top of that, so that means that every fucking custodian in every building and everywhere, those are actually their buildings. No, they're not. So that means that truck was fucking mine.
So anywho,
just because you cleaned it, you fucking deserve a truck because you cleaned it.
So we had in the middle, like, of the MRAP. If you've never seen like the inside of an MRAP, it's really fucking small. We had a cooler right here.
Well, you had that big computer in there too, which took up a lot of room.
FBCB2. Yeah. What does that stand for, by the way?
FBCB2.
Yeah, I have no fucking clue.
Not yours.
God,
not yours.
Anyway, it's just a texting machine for wartime. That's all it was. It's
encrypted coding to back and forth to each other.
You could send messages to each other and stuff like that, and then you could tell you who was.
So
in your
there
area.
were many names for it. FBCB2, Blue Force Tracker, freaking, and that's what it did.
Blue Force Tracker.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
It tracked the Blue Forces.
Yeah, that's what it looked like. I'm pulling it up right here. Hold on.
That's what it's called.
So the Force Battle Command Brigade
and below.
Yeah.
But it took up a lot of room in the vehicle.
Yeah.
No. It's like, look.
He didn't sit on that side. It did take up a lot of room in the vehicle.
Yeah. If you sat on the other side, it took up a lot of... See, that looks like it takes up a lot of room.
Yeah. And then that's for the grids and stuff like that. So,
but even that's for the Humvee. In the Max Pro Plus, it was just right in front of you. So it didn't really take up much.
Okay.
Here, I got you. There it is.
The ones I seen.
No, that's still wrong.
No, that's the MRAP.
No,
isn't it? Okay.
We were in Max Pros. We weren't in MRAPs.
Oh.
A different vehicle.
Yep. No.
Hold on.
No.
FBCB2 Max Pro. So that's what it
That's
looked
not
like
a Max Pro.
No, we had the side armor.
That one up there. Nope.
Where's it at?
To the right. That's the Max Pro.
This is the one. No, we had armor on the side. We had plates on the side.
You had the Max Pro Plus,
Yeah, okay.
which had the armor.
Plus.
The Plus.
Everything's
Is that like?
plus.
Is it like the new iPhone? You get it's an upgrade.
It's like the new iPhone. Shit, there it is.
Yeah,
that was
Max
what we
Pro
drove.
Plus.
Oh yeah,
with
see,
the
that's got
Rhino.
armor on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then with the that's funny that it also has the things to avoid us
the
getting
guide.
electrocuted. Yeah. So yeah,
I remember you telling me that they put those things up there to keep from getting electrocuted.
Yep.
Electrocuted
Yep.
By what?
The low wires in Iraq.
When-
So in Iraq, all of their it basically looked like a shanty town. They had a bunch of freaking wires
There's not
everywhere.
a technical
those-
electric company over there. So
Okay.
what somebody does is they take a cord.
Jesus.
Yeah, they're
And people-
they're
They do
slaving they're slaving off everybody's house in the
Yeah.
freaking-
And people were complaining about the power outages after the last storm in Springfield. So
Yep,
Jesus
yeah.
Christ.
Yeah, but they're not running extension cords back and forth
We
each
could.
other's house.
So
I mean, you
anywho's.
could. Yeah.
So
I have enough extension cord. I think I can make it.
Yeah.
no, Jesus Christ, no, don't do that.
That's a lot of
Don't do this
extension
to me.
I mean,
So-
if you go to my hometown, there's a lot of people that borrow electric from everybody. They just
Well, not the. I'm just saying, if you don't count the trailer parks.
no, not even trailer parks. It could be a hard standing house, but Billy Bob owns a house next
Billy
door.
Bob.
So they grab the freaking extension cord and say, "Hey, we didn't pay our electric this month." So they bring it over and they plug it in. And
See,
Where's your
see,
house?
back in the day, we were
Galena,
more
Kansas.
civilized and we just stole cable.
yeah, well, that too. Yeah, that too.
So this motherfucker grabs the last Gatorade that we had,
The last
We're-
one.
he's
The last
going back
one.
to that story.
and he fucking goes, "Go ahead
In whose truck?
in your truck."
Yep.
In your
So,
truck.
so if there's only one Gatorade left in that truck,
Who gets it?
It's mine
No,
because I
no,
didn't drink
no,
it. I didn't
it's-
drink
it's-
it. It
no,
was mine.
the
It
last
was mine.
if you
I-
it's let's say this is your house. I know it's not. I know it's Bridget's, but let's say it's your house. All right.
I mean, technically, my parents.
Jesus, stop.
So let's say it's your house, and I
That
go
sounds
into
even-
your refrigerator and grab a beer. Even if I brought the beer, I grab the last
Mhm.
beer.
Are we invading a country?
Whose beer is that?
Are we invading a country?
Whose beer is it?
But are you here
Whose
legally?
beer is it?
Are you
Whose
actually-
beer is it? You invited me. I invited you into my
No,
truck.
no,
Yeah,
you didn't.
yeah.
You were forced to have me.
Oh yeah, Jesus! I was forced to have you.
Oh,
Yeah, he had to go with you whether you liked it or not. Okay, that's fair.
so, anyways,
That's fair.
so
It was
he
horrible.
takes it, and I go, "Hey, please don't drink that. I'd like to have
No,
it."
don't you fucking do
And
that.
He fucking looked
When?
at me.
You
and
said-
said,
You said please.
When do you ever say, please don't drink that?
I do say-
Sergeant Charles.
I'm 100% sure he didn't.
Right. Thank you. Sergeant Charles, please don't drink that. No, it's more like, hey, motherfucker, that's mine.
That is
That sounds better. That sounds more realistic.
Go ahead and say it.
It's
Go
right.
say it so everybody can hear your voice because it doesn't sound the same coming from me, but from you, it's
Motherfucker, that's mine.
yeah, exactly.
Anyways, and I was like, "I'm gonna stab you if you drink it." And he looked at me and he leaned in. He said, "You don't have the balls to stab me." And then he
Okay, you-
proceeded
now you
to
say
fucking drink it.
You don't have the balls
You
to stab.
fucking
Okay,
say that.
yeah, okay.
Cool.
There you
We're
go.
good.
I'm not denying that I said that. 100% I said that
So,
shit.
okay, so hold on. So then we used to carry. Well, he made us because it was really smart. We used to have these knives
Up
that
here.
were the here, right?
Yeah.
The Ram. I call them the Rambo knives. You're like, that's not what they're called, idiot. But I remember
It's a
we
K-
had-
it's a
They're the
K-bar.
quick cutting knives that
Yeah.
freaking for
It's not a
the
K-bar?
speed belt.
No, not
No,
the seatbelt cutter. It's
the seatbelt cutter.
The one that looks like it was like this big, and it was literally a shiv.
Yeah,
Like-
it's basically
Oh,
it's
okay.
basically a
That's-
K-bar knife.
Okay.
So then I
Is
pulled
whatever
it
they
out,
could buy.
I pulled it out and I flipped it and I just held it. And he looked at me. He goes, "You won't do it." And then he took a sip of the Gatorade, put it down, and I looked at him and just went whack, and it fucking went through his fucking knuckle and touched the bone. So he like froze and looked at me, and he just said, "You motherfucker," and then he didn't say anything. Got out and went to the medic because we got to Amaria.
Yeah.
And he comes back in and like all I hear was Betcher, the gunner, was like, "Oh, you're dead. Like you're fucking dead. Like we're just gonna say that you got blown up. Like we're gonna say that you got shot or something."
He joined the other side.
And he fucking jumps in the car and he puts his headset and I never goes. So it went through. And I'm like, "Oh God, here it comes." He goes, "That's okay. That's my bad. Because I told you that you didn't have the balls. But don't worry, it's not gonna be today. It's not gonna be tomorrow. It might not be 6 months from now. I'm gonna fucking stab you." And I was like, "All right, whatever." And then I don't know how you decided, but I remember what happened. How the fuck did that go down? Because you hit me with a Gerber, you dick.
Yeah. Well, I just waited for you to forget about it. Basically, I
was driving too when you stabbed me. We're in the middle of
even
the
better. Even better.
No, it was
even
not.
better. Now, and of course, I stab you in the shoulder where you got your smallpox vaccine, so no one knows.
No, but yeah. And then he twisted it.
So if you wanted to be a little bitch and tell on me, then no one would believe you.
Smallpox. That's not a stab.
I believe I even told you that.
You did.
Like, no one's gonna believe you.
No one's gonna believe you. And I stood there and I was like, it just burned because he grabbed the Gerber and twisted it, and like dude, it was like spot on.
You were talking earlier about how you're petty. I am also fucking petty. So yeah, that tenfold.
That
tenfold. You do something to me, it comes back on you tenfold.
I was okay with that.
Yeah.
I just couldn't believe that.
Was this before or after you found out he got blown up like 12 times?
Oh God,
12
no!
times.
This was like, that doesn't.
So I personally didn't get blown up 12 times. I got blown up one time, but I was in a squad that got blown up 12 times.
That was probably from here to there.
Well, I'm just saying the way I heard it.
Yeah.
The way I heard it was you were really bad at your job.
Yeah.
You're like,
That is not.
I wouldn't doubt it. He probably talked shit about me all the fucking time.
That's not what I fucking said.
But I mean,
he can't spot an IED to save his life.
Yeah,
literally, he can't. He just,
it didn't help. So when we came through the first time, we got our IED training from a Scottish person. You couldn't understand a fucking word he was saying, right? He was just sitting there like,
and then it blew up.
Right, yeah. And he was talking about looking for trash on the side of the road, and you're sitting there like, what?
Trash everywhere.
What is this guy saying? Like, I can't understand a freaking word he's saying.
You would have needed an interpreter.
It didn't help. Yeah, an interpreter.
Yeah.
That would have helped so much.
For who?
Can you
Scottish guy?
Can you interpret Scottish? I don't think.
I think I can.
Yeah.
I think I could.
Yeah.
I've done.
Listen to a lot of Scrooge McDucks, do you? Like, fucking didn't understand them at all. It was bad. And it was right before we went into. We were.
Let me ask you: did anybody raise their hand at all?
Yeah, the entire time. It was. Can you repeat that? He's like, oh, for Christ's sake!
Oh, for Christ's sake, you bloody bastard! You can't understand fucking English.
So hold on. Go back.
Is that basically what he sounded like?
Yeah, almost exactly. You did a good job. That was perfect.
So you enlisted. I've always wanted to ask you this: where did you enlist from, and why did you pick MP?
So I actually enlisted from my hometown in Galena.
Oh, okay.
I went to Joplin because Galena is small, 1,500 people.
So that was Missouri or Kansas?
Missouri. Joplin would have been Missouri. So I'm in Galena, Kansas.
Yeah, but that's in Kansas.
Yep, there's a Galena, Missouri.
Yeah, Galena, Kansas.
Okay, that's why.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Cousins.
I know. Like just south of here is Galena, Missouri.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm from Galena, Kansas. I went over to Joplin, Missouri to the recruiter. So whenever I came out of high school, I attempted to join and had kidney issues when I was 16 that they were like, nope, you can't join. I even had a waiver from a doctor and everything.
What year was this?
That was 2002 is when I graduated high school, 2002.
And they weren't letting you join. That's wild.
Yep. So then right after, or a couple of years after that, so 2005 obviously is when I joined. I went back and was like, hey, I still want to join. And they were doing the surge into Iraq. Yeah. So,
good timing.
Yeah. So they were like, oh, absolutely. Freaking, let's go.
Kidneys, not a problem. You don't need those in the desert.
I didn't get a new doctor's note. I didn't get it. I just gave them the same paperwork and they're like, you're going, let's go.
Why'd you pick MP though?
So the reason I picked MP was my dad's in the Army. Whenever I was in Germany, we used to go to the kennels and see all the canines, and they were huge, beautiful German Shepherds. And I was like, I love dogs, wanted to do that. I wanted to be a canine MP.
That was before it was an MOS. I think it was.
Yeah, it was still. Yeah, it was still. It was still part of the MP Corps. And so when I was young, I was like, "Hey, Dad, who does that?" And he's like, "Oh, there's the MPs, blah blah blah." And then growing up, I basically, after I got out of high school and decided I wanted to join the military, I still wanted to be an MP, and I picked that MOS. But
that's wild because your fucking score was super high.
Now, MP is pretty he's military police, pretty easy to understand.
Right.
Did they give you a book and show you a bunch of different stuff that had a bunch of things that you didn't understand?
Like, so when you go through basic training, you do get the smart book, right?
Yeah.
And it
That's what it
has,
was called. So
it has all of the acronyms. It has all of the ranks. It
all
has
skill
all of
level
the-
1.
Yep.
Skill
Yeah.
level 1. The
So
I
book's
was just
this
curious
thick.
because I went in and I said I want to do aviation. He goes, "Well, do you want to be an AMS? Do you want to be an AE? You be an AZ?" I'm like,
What the hell are you talking about? Yeah.
I don't know what these A's stand for, other than aviation. I figured that much out.
So it
So
helped.
that's why I was wondering.
Yeah, it helped.
Because
It helped my dad was in because
okay,
any
yeah.
questions that I had, he was able to answer them. So,
okay, all right.
yeah.
So you went to Leonard Wood after
Yep.
you shipped out?
Yep.
With who? With Charlie? With 787?
Alpha 795.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So we were right across.
I was
from
an
each other.
Avenger.
I know, yeah, the Avengers.
Yeah.
Who was the alligators? Someone was the alligators. I can't remember.
I have no idea. That
Yeah.
must have been after, like,
I
because you
think-
came in like,
I came in 08.
in 08.
Yeah,
so-
January of 08 was when I joined. Well, when I shipped out to basic and stuff
Yeah,
like
but
that.
that's when they were beefing up, and they had the 787, 795, 70,
701st,
701st.
which was the Echoes.
Yep, and they just kept like putting new 70s in there, and
Yeah.
they so
What's
they,
what's
whole bunch
what's
of-
the 7 O's? We don't
Uh,
have that in the Navy.
well, it's just the name of the battalion or the so for Alpha 795, it's Alpha Company 795th Battalion.
Battalion
Okay,
for the
okay.
14 MP Military Police Brigade.
Okay,
Like
I was
Charlie
wondering.
787, Charlie Company, 787 Battalion, 14 MP Brigade,
Right.
Okay,
Maneuver Support Command of whatever the fuck it was. I think.
all right. Well, you just said added 72s. I'm like, add 72.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, what I'm meaning is they kept adding brigades or battalions. They kept adding battalions.
Added battalion. Okay, that makes sense. now.
Whenever the
surge was
surge
going on.
happened,
Yeah.
they just as MPs were seen as an essential unit to have downrange, they would expand the battalions. So
Now, when you went through, did they do any type of forensics training or anything like that? Because you're military police, usually the first
Well,
ones
that's
on
a
the
good
scene. So did they say you have to mark off the area, make sure that it doesn't get contaminated,
so
or do you just shoot anything that moves and then worry about it later?
whenever I went through,
Uh-huh.
we did not do the forensic stuff, right? So that was something that came up after the IED, the expansion of IEDs.
okay.
So as
All
they
right.
started using IEDs, they found out, hey, we can use forensics to figure out what kind of explosives they used,
Yeah.
what kind of person was here doing the explosives, how many people it took to do all
Yeah.
that information, and it became battlefield forensics.
Yep. It's
Um,
funny you say that because
I was just curious when they start doing that because
when I went through basic in 08, we had battlefield forensics and it was 40 hours.
Yeah.
And I remember it was like a lot of classes of like, listen, the bomb is going to be this back. So you want to, they always said, mark the end area of the blast. Like wherever you see the end area, like the blackness, you chalk that. And then they were always talking about wires. And then the other thing that they talked about too was the bat and hide system,
Yep, bats and hides.
which we use. So we got trained in that in basic. The bat and
So-
hide is basically like it's forensic. It's forensic
Mhm.
gathering data, what it is. One's the system, the other one's the big camera.
So I know.
I was just curious when they started doing that because I know they.
Probably between 05 and 08 because
Yes.
when I went through. Yeah.
So I know
Okay.
my deployment was 06. My first deployment was 06.
Where did you get stationed initially?
So initially I was supposed to go to Fort Gordon.
Gordon is
It's Georgia.
Oh, God.
Georgia.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I traded with one of my battle buddies for Fort Leonard Wood because he had kids and didn't want to deploy, and he found out that the 463rd was deploying, and I was like, "Yeah, I'll go." And so I traded with him. Went to the first sergeant's office. He was like, "Are you sure you want to do this? Are
Was
you
it Ball?
sure you want to do this?"
Was it Ball at the
No.
time? Okay.
No, this is not the first sergeant of the 463rd.
Yeah.
It was the first sergeant of the Alpha Company 795.
So
Oh,
you
wow.
pretty much left as soon as you checked in.
Yeah, basic. So I graduated from basic training December, and I was in Iraq January 16th, I think.
What?
Yeah.
Oh
so-
wow, it's quicker than you.
I had the same experience.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because I got to the unit April, like the first week of May, and I went to 252.
Yep.
And I was in 252 for a week, and Ball and Reed came over. And he was like, yeah, I lost one of pregnancies or whatever the fuck. Like, people get pregnant. I didn't know that either. I was like, people get pregnant.
You didn't know people get pregnant?
Oh, you
I didn't know. I didn't know.
So my so when a man loves a woman, all right? And they really love each other. Sometimes not at all.
Yeah.
Anyway,
love doesn't actually have anything to do with it.
Yeah.
Give me a light apple.
So actually, in my first deployment, whenever I showed up at the 463rd, it was me and this other guy. I'll never forget his name. His name was Loveless.
Oh man, trying to light a cigar.
So
Loveless.
So Loveless was supposed to be my gunner, and I was the driver. We were training up, doing everything, and we got our pass before we deployed out. And during our pass, Loveless decided to go to St. Louis and do an 8-ball. And
that'll get out of your deployment.
That's St. Louis, and you looked at me very sternly. I don't think you remember, but I'll tell that story.
Yeah. He decided to go do an 8-ball.
Oh wait, you were being serious?
Yeah, 100%.
Well, he couldn't get pregnant.
He went to. I don't think he was trying to get. I think he just had a drug problem. So he goes to he goes and we heard he did an 8-ball, and that could have been private news network like PNN shit.
Yeah.
But so we hear that he did an 8-ball, and all I know is he came back and he was under guard for 24 hours, and he was taken wherever, elsewhere. And during that 24 hours, I had to guard him. And of course, he's like, Charles, I'm so sorry. If you die over there, I don't know what I'm going to do to myself.
Fuck?
Yeah, while I'm on this guard of this guy, he's
on suicide watch.
Yeah, he's like crying, and he's telling me how if I was to die over there, he would never forgive himself, and he hopes I have a successful deployment.
So did the cameras ever go out? Did you have to go to the bathroom and leave him alone?
No.
Okay,
No.
I'm just wondering.
No, there were no cameras. It was just me there.
Okay.
Yeah, it ain't a big sophisticated place. It was the TA-50 room.
Okay.
Of the 460.
I was wondering, there's somebody else that was in the news recently that said,
"Oh yeah, no, yeah. I get what you're saying." No. Well, that didn't happen. There was no 1 minute of camera change.
Wait, what did you say?
I said, why do I feel like you would send somebody an obituary if somebody said that to you?
Yeah.
100% you'd be like,
Anywho, so what happened? You lost your gunner?
Yeah. So my gunner got replaced with C, which was my new gunner.
Yeah.
Joker. He's a Chinese American, funny dude. Probably the most racist dude I know. Against other Asians.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. See, that makes sense now. That makes sense.
I didn't know where you were going with that. Thank you for saying
Why were you looking at
Because
me
I
like
look at you, I'm like, the most racist person you ever met? Are
yeah,
you sure about that?
who's the most racist person?
I don't know. You said against Chinese people.
You were looking at me like you want to say something.
No. I would never say anything racist to your face.
Yeah. Yeah.
See, that's weird because I'll say it to your face.
Anyway,
So you got to do.
So C was the new gunner. He was basically the prodigy of 463rd. Was an underling of one of the ops sergeants. Was being groomed to be a sergeant. All this crap. But yeah, he was my gunner. Good dude.
So what year did you deploy?
That was in 2005, right?
2006 was
2006.
Yeah, January of 2006 was when I deployed.
So was it Baghdad that you went to?
Yep, Baghdad.
How was that? Like when you got there that first time? What was that?
So it's scary as hell. I don't like when we showed up. We landed at BIOP, right? Baghdad International Airport, and
that's near the crossroads, right?
No, that's in the green zone.
Oh, okay, that's the one that we were at. Pad Liberty.
Same pad. We were deployed the first time. We were at the same pad.
Oh, really?
Yeah, same pad. Came back to the same fucking place.
That's where his main palace was.
Right. Z Lake, Como Hill. You remember Como Hill because you shit yourself while running.
No, I did not.
Yeah.
I did not.
Oh, yes, you did. Yeah. No, it was around. You're right. It was around Z Lake. So we were running.
Wrong location.
Yeah.
Wrong location.
So we were running around Z Lake, and before we started doing this PT session,
God damn.
Abdullah here
I forgot about this.
tells me, "Oh, I don't feel good, Sergeant." And I was like, "I don't give a shit. We're doing PT." So we go
After mission, by the way.
right. So we start running around Z Lake. I was like, "It's one lap. You'll make it. It'll be fine." So we start running around Z Lake, and he's starting to walk. He's like, "Man, I really don't feel good." So I run back to him. I'm like, "Hey, let's go, Aviles. We need to get this done. I want to go to fucking bed."
Jesus
So
Christ.
he picks up the pace a little bit, and then all I hear is his stomach. And he goes, he goes, "Oh shit." And I was like, "Was that you? What the fuck's going on?" And he's like, "I told you, Soren, I don't feel good." And so he's sitting there running a little bit, and then all of a sudden just fuck.
So that wasn't.
So that was audible.
Yeah. No, it was audible.
Okay.
It was not only audible. There was a smelling freaking component to it. Like this dude shit himself. Not a little bit.
All of his senses were.
Oh yeah. So he starts. Does he run faster or slower? I've never seen him run so fast. Dude sprints to the porta-john and fucking shuts that shit. This is middle of the day Iraq, so it's 110 degrees
And
or
this
some
motherfucker
shit.
thought it was a good idea to go for a run.
So he's like, I'm pounding on. I say, "Hey, Aviles, are you good? You can't stay in there that long. You'll fucking dehydrate." He's like, like the entire fucking time.
How long was he in there? Like 5 minutes?
I don't know because I
I
left
had
him.
jarred.
Oh,
No, Betcher say he's not a piece of shit.
So-
I will say that as much of an asshole as he is.
So I
thought you left him to die in the shitter. He's like, "Fuck, I'm not going to write this up." And then you know how much paperwork that
I will
is?
say this: as much as an asshole as he is not a fucking piece of shit.
So I had Betcher stay with him.
Okay.
And then
I was
had
like,
to-
well, that's
I had
pretty
to
shitty,
go-
leaving him in this porta potty.
I had to go get him a change of fucking clothes.
Oh, okay.
So Betcher send my things. Oh, I got him sorted. So I leave, get him some clothes. I come back, and he's basically crying because he just shit himself. "Oh, no, I'm so embarrassed. I shouldn't. I can't believe you made me run."
I had Giardia. That's what it was because we ate out in sector. That's what I had.
Also had, what was your excuse the last time you put yourself?
Yeah.
Jesus
That was
Christ.
Giardia then too.
No.
I think
Did you
blame
did
it on the flu.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
you eat out of the green zone again?
I did. So
Or no, you
anywho,
guys did. I remember the time you shit your pants.
I can't believe you didn't remember that shit.
I did not. But now I remember it vividly.
Oh my god, it was so funny.
What's one of those memories you want to block?
He was he was 100% basically crying.
Okay.
I'm so embarrassed.
Homie.
You should be. You're a fucking army and military police.
10 degrees.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, we know. And you come out of that freaking porta-john just dripping with sweat, shit running down your leg.
It smelled bad.
Oh, God. It's Iraq. Everything smells bad.
So he's like,
Well, that's true.
he goes, "I gotta go lay down, sir." And I was like, "Fuck if you are, you're gonna go get in the fucking shower."
Good call. Get in the shower first and then lay down. Yeah.
I definitely went to shower first. I remember that. I did not go lay down. I went to shower. Betcher went with me too. Betcher's like, "Hey man, like just sit in the cold shower for a minute, bro."
You
Like,
stinky bitch.
you made me run in 100. It was 4 miles.
Did you drink water?
Yeah,
You did. You okay?
Giardia.
Did you fucking die? All right. That's
Yeah, I
Okay.
did my job.
All
I did my job.
So,
He didn't die.
you're
I
good,
did my
right?
job.
Yeah,
Well
exactly.
played. Well played. Yeah,
I made you
barely.
stronger.
You made
Now diarrhea doesn't phase him at all.
Yeah.
So first deployment was with 463rd.
Yep.
You were the driver then?
Yeah, I was a driver. So we were in the what we called it the commander's PSD. It obviously was not a PSD because it was only a captain. So it was just his.
This
It was
is
just his
international
squad. It
sign
was the
for my
captain's
drink
squad.
is empty.
Oh, Bobby, here you go.
So
You fucking live
Thank
here.
you.
Well, you don't live here, but you
I
fucking
couldn't
come
reach.
here
I
enough.
couldn't reach it.
Oh, my bad.
So we were in the commander's squad, and basically our whole mission was to drive around to all of the IP stations within his command and check on them. So that was fine at first, then we got stretched out. We had a platoon up at Taji.
Yep, up north, I believe.
Yep, up north. We had platoon up in Taji up north, and we had the rest of the company was down in on pad 15.
Were they on a?
Pad 15. I'm not familiar with the area.
It's right south of Biop. It's where his Z Lake. If you are able to look at a map and you see Z Lake, it was just south of Z Lake.
Is it true that he killed a bunch of people there?
That's what you always hear. You hear that he killed a bunch of people, threw them in the Z Lake, or he would do public executions out there.
They never found. I mean, when we were there was never bodies. We drank that water.
Oh no, I did not drink Z Lake.
What the fuck you mean? That's where the water processing.
Did you drink Z Lake water?
The pallets of water that we got.
No, the pallets of water that we got were bottled water.
They were.
Yeah,
they were processed from the water from Z Lake.
Wrong.
Wasn't
incorrect.
Okay. Wow. I believe that the entire.
They
time.
do.
No.
The army
and you drank it anyway. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
The army does have a water purification unit.
Yeah,
I think it's a job.
That was like
MOS.
But those water bottles were Arab company bottled water.
Okay,
it wasn't like freaking American bottled water, or it wasn't a blank bottled water. That
huge too.
Right,
they're fucking huge.
Were they not labeled? They just water.
They were labeled.
Yeah.
They were. It was Arabic.
It was they were huge. It was like a huge bottle of water, and then what you would do is you grab them from the corner of your hooches and you bring them inside near the AC because they would get
they would sit out on the freaking pallet out in the
sun.
All day.
I was just wondering because I went by there a lot, but we stopped in Dubai and Bahrain and stuff like that, and it's very Americanized.
Yeah,
believe it or not.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. I've been to Qatar.
Yeah. And it's very Americanized. So you go there and you're like, you step off the boat and there's Pizza Hut and
we had
Evian water and stuff like that.
AFC.
Did you guys have little huts like that? It wasn't really a business. It was like a hut.
No,
it just had a big sign.
There were trailers.
They were like
the same thing they made shoes out of.
Yeah,
were basically they made for McDonald's and freaking Pizza Hut and Subway.
I'm just curious. It was they just put a big sign on it and said Pizza Hut, and this is what we're selling. But they looked exactly like all the other ones that were.
Yeah.
So what was that first deployment like then?
It was. So I mean, it made me into the team leader that you had. So it was very interesting. I mean, we were busy. The commander really wanted to go. He was a good commander. Some of the decisions that he made for routes were kind of questionable.
He wanted to go through black or red routes,
right? Yeah. So the biggest thing that happened to us was one time we were going to go visit one of the places, Sabi Al Bor, which was just, I'm going to say west of
Tigris,
Taji.
Okay.
So you would go north, or you would come back down south a little bit, and then you would turn on Lincoln, and you would go to Sabi Al Bor. And one time, the commander was like, "Hey, we're going to continue driving out on Lincoln." So we kept driving out on Lincoln, and like whenever the squad leader heard that, he was talking around soldiers like squad leaders aren't usually supposed to do, and he was like, I don't trust this route is black. And then all the team leaders were also like, yeah, we shouldn't be doing this mission, and we did the mission anyway. And so we were driving out on the black route, and I remember us driving, and then somebody saying, hey, did anybody else see that gumball? So the gumball is on the FBCB2. Usually it's a, hey,
indicator.
There's activity happening in this area, or it's like activity has happened in this area. So
yeah, I remember that.
It's like, did anybody else see this gumball? And right whenever they said that, boom, freaking 500 pounds of HME under a culvert went off, and it tossed one of our trucks up like it was a freaking paper plate. Just threw it up in the air,
and everybody felt that. Probably.
It did some. Yeah, it was I believe it was the truck right behind me. So did some somersaults and landed. We were the first one to back up, or basically turn around and go back to it. It was upside down. Team leader, driver were hanging upside down with their seatbelts, and the team or the truck commander was the squad leader, and he never lets me live this down. I pound on the window and say, "Hey, can you unlock your door?" as he's knocked out. So I wake him up, and he like wakes up and he looks over. And I was like, "Hey, can you unlock your door?" And he kind of looks at me and he looks down. And he goes, "Oh yeah," and he throws his arm up, but his elbow's broken, so he can't. He can't. So he reaches over and he battle locks his door. But the reason that he doesn't let me live it down is because we had the key to unbattle lock. So I didn't even need to wake him up.
I was
going to
say we
I could have
that.
ran back to the truck, grabbed the key, and unbattle locked the door. But
Okay.
instead, I did the thing that was fastest, and I said, "Hey, unlock your door." And
that is why you always, when we did drills, were on my dick about that. That explains so
I was never
much
on your
now.
dick about anything,
bro.
bro.
About everything.
Bro.
Now that
You
was
were
that
on
was
my
that was the first time you got blown up.
No, that was not the first time.
That was
that was the last time that we got hit by an IED.
Okay. All right.
That my squad got hit because I didn't get
That's
hit.
500
My
pounds
squad got
though.
hit.
Like everyone's gonna take a hit from the concussion.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
Everyone.
well,
Just
you know,
just from the force.
was,
you
it
don't
a,
really-
was it a shell or a mine?
HME. So it was just
so yeah,
homemade
yeah,
explosives.
everybody's gonna.
Because
Feel
it
And
just,
it
it just kind of went out.
yeah,
it was estimated 500 pounds.
yeah, homie.
right?
But everybody's gonna feel that. Is what I'm
Oh
saying.
yeah,
yeah.
no, yeah,
Yeah.
but you don't really feel it in the time, right?
Yeah,
Shock,
'cause it's
shock
your
takes
fault.
over.
Yeah, shock
Time.
takes
Right,
over.
shock takes over, and you're trying to get back to the truck. And I remember us all look after we get the squad leader out and the team leader out. We all look at each other because the gunner is pinned underneath the vehicle.
Oh, he's under the vehicle?
Right.
Oh, wow.
So we can hear him screaming, and we all look at each other like we don't want to go see what's over there. And
Yeah.
so my team leader, Heffley, he runs in and he starts digging this guy. He was the first one to run over there. He starts trying to dig the guy out. First thing we see is there's no blood.
Oh fuck.
No blood anywhere. So we're like, holy crap, maybe it's all underneath. Like we're still freaking out because we're like, we're going to lift this truck up
And
and he's going to have no legs.
Yeah.
yeah.
Or his legs are going to be cut off or whatever. So we come up with an idea to use the trucks to push this truck up off him enough so we can pull him out from underneath. Well, so we push the truck with two of our trucks. We're pushing the third truck. We're pulling. Gunners have security, and we pull this dude out. Not a scratch.
Oh, wow.
Nothing happened to him. He had a pinched nerve in his back. That was it. From the
Damn.
That's
from
pretty
the
lucky.
flip.
That's damn lucky.
Oh yeah, he was lucky. But I mean PTSD obviously
Yeah.
because that shit
Oh,
was,
yeah. That's
So
yeah.
he got sent home. But
But he had both legs.
oh yeah, he had both legs. He's
So,
I mean I actually follow him on Facebook now. He's actually doing all right. So
oh, good.
Yep.
Good,
That's
good.
fucking wild.
Yeah.
No, because you hear about that, turning it upside down, and you're the gunner. The gunner sits on top.
Yep. No.
So when
he's
it
in
lands upside down, you're screwed.
there. Right.
You
Yeah.
got him
And
better,
it didn't-
though.
It didn't just land upside down. It did somersault. Like this thing was doing.
Oh, it did
cartwheels.
spin?
Oh yeah. So
Oh,
when it
wow.
blew up because they were traveling right, and we were on an open road, so we had to have been going about 50, maybe a little less. So when it hit, it went up in the air and then just freaking some somersaults.
Oh, so he is
Oh yeah,
really
he's
lucky.
was this a
extremely
Humvee?
lucky. Yeah, Humvee.
Oh.
Yeah, because the MRAP
And
had
not-
seatbelts that they would anchor you to the
Yeah, the gunner's restraints.
Yeah, the gunner's
I thought it just
restraints.
turned upside down, but it run like
Oh yeah,
he
it rolls
just-
and everything.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
and it wasn't the new 1151s. Like it was an old
Oh, the ones that you had to
Yeah.
put sandbags in.
sandbags,
Oh,
and
fuck me.
you had
They did
steel.
they did the sandbags to weigh it down, make it heavier.
No,
No,
the sandbags were to stop
EFPs.
EFPs.
Oh, the cushion,
What did EFP
basically.
stand for? If you could, I forgot.
Force projection, something
Yeah.
in force.
Okay,
something
that's-
force projectile.
That sounds like what they did in Vietnam. They put styrofoam on the side of the PT boats.
Yeah.
Because whenever the missile hit,
Yeah.
it would penetrate
Yeah.
the styrofoam and blow
But
up.
it was just
Yeah.
a piece this big that would penetrate. Like it would go through everything. It was
So-
shredded.
so
Yeah.
basically.
So you put the sandbags down there.
yeah
To stop to
To
well, not
To
stop
try to
because
stop
it
it.
try to stop.
Well,
They were-
slow it down.
So they were trying everything.
Okay.
Like they had Kevlar blankets.
Yeah.
They had sandbags. They had steel plates that they were screwing onto the side of it. And then the thing that they found worked the best was windows. So
Windows, really?
Yeah, like the transparent armor would stop the EFPs.
What was it? What was it? The windows made out of? Was it just
It's
thick
ceramic.
plexiglass? Or?
I'm not really. I don't know what it's made out of. It's just really thick, transparent glass like stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like
No, it just doesn't
like
sound
a-
like that would be the best.
it's like 2-3 inches thick. So
Okay, well,
How-
damn, that's
heavy
thick.
and heavy as
So
hell.
what was like the first time that you got hit, if you don't mind me asking?
The first blow up,
The
or the
first-
first
the
explosion.
blow
first
up. No, the first blow up was with me. Anyways,
The first explosion was with you.
the first explosion. So it's funny because you're always told whenever you're deployed to not talk about your R&R or not talk about when you're leaving, right?
yeah, it's
Because
bad juju.
it's bad juju.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we had the same thing.
Yeah.
You don't tell people where you're going or where you're at.
well,
'cause-
no, I'm talking. Yeah, that
Not OPSEC,
obviously.
not OPSEC.
I'm talking
Not
like
OPSEC? What,
no.
What do you mean?
Listen.
I'm talking like it's bad luck for you to say, "Hey, I'm going on leave in 3 days."
Oh, okay, yeah.
So
Yeah.
While we're prepping to go out on sector,
right,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So
and we're gonna go hit a house too, by the way.
of
Yeah.
course,
Yeah.
See,
I'm
that's
not-
when you say, "I can't go. I'm going on leave in 3 days."
yeah. Army doesn't let you do that.
Yeah, I know. The Navy don't let you do that
Everybody
either.
just hazes you for being fucking stupid.
So, I was scheduled to go on R&R the next day, and
Jesus Christ.
of course, me being the person that doesn't really believe in bad luck or anything like that, I walk out. I was like, "Go on leave tomorrow," and everybody's like, "You motherfucker!" and just mad. That
All
I said
upset, yeah.
hazing began.
that. So we're driving through downtown Baghdad, going to an IP station. I can't remember what IP station was.
We had Amaria, CID.
No.
and
This
Cosmo,
wasn't.
yes.
This
Oh,
wasn't.
was
This was the
other AO.
first deployment.
Okay.
First deployment.
Yeah, we didn't have the same AO.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we're traveling through, and as we go through this street, it's basically empty, like nobody around or anything. Get through, and we go to the IP station. Nothing happens. So then on our way back, we go through the same street. Don't know why we took the same route, but we took the same route. As we were coming through, all of us noticed that there was a brand new painted pylon just sitting there.
Oh, that's a definite sign.
Right. So we drive past it all like weary, just everybody's looking at it. And they're looking at that pylon, and when about 3 truck lengths behind it is a Jersey barrier, and the gunner in the front truck, York, says, "Hey, there are 2 155 rounds behind that J barrier." Except when he said that, the radio cut out. So all we heard was behind the barrier. So my team leader, she goes, "Hey, look over behind that barrier." And as I look into my rearview mirror for the barrier, boom, freaking blows up. It moves my truck, and the gunner gets, because he was looking in that direction, he gets a piece of the 50 cal in his face.
Ah,
So hits him in the face. All he does is grabs his face, sits down, and goes, "I'm hit." That's it. Like, there's no, like, I would have been a bitch. I'd have been like,
I would have shit myself.
You're right. Yeah. And this dude-
again, I would shit myself again.
this dude just calmly sits down. I'm hit. So I look back, and he's got blood kind of gushing out of his face. And the IPLO was sitting beside him, and he starts trying to do first aid. And then my team leader jumps across and tries to do first aid. And I hand him a first aid pack, or I can't remember what it was, like gauze or something. I hand it back to him, and then I just take off. Have flat tires, probably a bent rim, like a whole bunch of shit happening to this vehicle, and just drive. And then I follow the truck in front of me, which was Dole, and we head straight for the IP station that we just left. And we go back to it, and dude was flown out. He may not actually. He wasn't flown out. He was evac'd with the other trucks. So we stayed back, waited for somebody, or I think somebody came as quick reaction, and they picked him up and took him. And then we waited for the wrecker to come get our truck.
He probably didn't get evac'd out, I would imagine. somewhere.
No, he went to the green zone.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, they sewed up his face and he was back to work.
Okay. I was just wondering because sometimes they would take Navy guys during the surge
Right. Yeah.
and send them.
Right.
And I don't know if it was random or how they did it.
Yeah.
But we had one of our guys go there.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
And-
like replacements.
They needed medics.
Yeah.
They needed
Like
docs.
Yeah,
your
but he wasn't
foreman.
a
Yeah.
medic. He was a aviation guy,
Oh.
and they took him.
Probably for the airfield.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, he got there, and I can't remember if it was from the spider crab or something happened to him, and they had to evac him to Germany.
Yep.
Yeah.
So if
when you
it-
said evac, I was just wondering if
Yeah,
they sent
if
him
it-
to.
if it's bad enough, then they'll take them to. But I think it was a level 4 or
They had a level 4. Yeah.
yeah,
during that time.
in the green zone. Whatever the highest level of hospital they had in the green zone.
Okay,
So-
I didn't know they had that.
They had
Yeah.
to stabilize
Yeah.
you.
So
Yeah.
they took him there, and if they were able to fix it without him having to leave, then they fixed it.
Okay.
And basically, I think all he got was he got to go to the wherever their little R&R place was in Iraq. It was one of the
They had a recreation center.
yeah, one of the palaces where you get to go and like
There's hot Air Force chicks in bikinis. and
relax.
stuff.
No.
No,
Hot
but they
Air
had
Force
paintball. So you could relive the nightmare. And they're like,
Yeah, but we joked with him because he was ugly already, and we're like, "Hey, man, don't worry, you're not any uglier. You're doing all right."
At
Chicks-
least now you're ugly.
chicks dig
with-
scars.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now you got a story for how ugly you are.
How
So-
long was that deployment?
It was only a year. So
only a
yeah,
year?
we did 15 months.
No, we did do 15. Fuck
yeah, you
me.
did do 15.
Yeah, yeah. Fuck me.
Well, one thing I did find curious that you talk about all these roads and stuff like that. Who named the road? Like, I'm sure nobody.
Homie, I've been asking
who-
that question since 2008.
I'm just
Thunder
wondering because I
Road,
don't think
Michigan
people
Road.
in Baghdad knew who Lincoln was, and yet there's a road
Yep.
named
So,
after
yeah,
Lincoln.
it's
so I
they're-
thought it would be like Abi or Aladdin.
It's obviously not this. It's
Genie.
obviously not the actual names of the routes. So basically, whenever because I kind of worked in a little bit. So and the only thing that I did in the ops, so it's not really that big, but it kind of gives you a feel for how they do it. So they just go in and they just name, and normally it's football names or it's the names of presidents or
Thunder Road,
yeah.
Michigan.
So-
Michigan. Road.
Okay, I was just
Yeah,
curious because every
Michigan.
time you talk to somebody, they talk about these different roads, and it's like, who's coming up with these names?
No, it's
You can talk to a specialist.
completely American. But they're not roads, they're routes, right? So we don't name roads, we name MSR, main supply route, or ASR, alternate supply route, or whatever.
Oh,
so they're
okay.
just routes.
So
So
I keep getting different stories
Yeah.
that I hear, and it's like, you're going down
I never knew
Lincoln.
that.
There's
Yeah.
Lincoln,
Yeah.
and
that was
there's Eisenhower.
I believe
and-
Lincoln was an alternate supply route, so it was an ASR.
So it's more for code, basically.
yeah,
So
it's
that-
it's because Americans know Lincoln, and we don't know whatever.
everybody
freaking
knows who Ariel is.
Ariel.
So you got back from that deployment, and then how much off time did you have when you gave?
Was it?
I
Was
didn't get any off time.
Yeah, you didn't get any. Right?
So
so it wasn't 12 months for your next deployment, or
it was 12. It was so I got back in 07. Next deployment was 08. 09?
June 25th.
Yeah,
June 25th of 08. we
08.
left. Yeah.
So
okay, so almost a year.
yeah, so I came back just enough time to work the road for about 2 months, and then
Pre-deployment.
and then I went to WLC,
Mm.
and then
WLC.
Warrior Leaders Course,
Okay,
which
It's
is basically like
sergeant's course.
basic
Sergeant's
leaders
course.
course. They call it basic
Yeah.
basic leaders
we have
course now.
different names.
Right.
Same thing, but different names.
Well, the
You guys
army
have
the army
schools.
changes it every 2 years or
yeah.
something. Crap.
Oh,
It was
okay.
Basic, non-commissioned off, BNOC. Then it was
WLC,
remember.
and now it's
So
WLC.
it used to be called
Now it's
leadership course, and then
Yeah.
they changed it to like
They fucking
PO3,
change it, man, all
PO2,
the
PO
time.
and stuff
now,
like that.
now they call it it's called BLC, so
and
basic leader score.
I'm sure it's a different name now, but
You can't call
I was just
people
curious
warriors.
what that was. Cause
So I went to WLC. Then we while I went to right after I went to WLC, I was out long enough to do the Warrior Police Challenge with Pal and.
I didn't know you did that.
Yep. Yeah.
now, is that the German one that you went through, or was it a different
No.
one?
So
Explain what warrior. Well, that was first of all before he says anything, because I don't want him saying this. That was illegal as fuck because you can't check.
You don't want to say it, but it's illegal.
No, it was because people were making bets on that. I know this for a fact. People were making bets, and then it went from
Everybody makes
the
bets. What are you
warrior.
talking
It
about?
went to the soldier, whatever the fuck, where everybody could join. I guess afterwards, because it was the MP.
it still is. They still do the.
Oh, they still
police
do
challenge.
it.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I got told that
Because
still do
and
that.
they have different
Still do that.
challenges, like the
So it's
Audie
kind of,
Murphy challenge, and they had that German one
Audie
you were
Murphy's
talking.
different.
So
Hold on. Let
this
me
is-
explain.
this is kind of like in no way comparable to, but a little bit comparable to the Ranger Challenge. So they take
Okay,
a
All
bunch
right.
of events and they say these are MP centric events,
Mhm.
and then they get a bunch of MPs to compete.
so
in those
you
events.
see how fast you can
Combative.
arrest somebody, and
Yeah, yeah.
That's actually
write a ticket. So I believe whenever
How long does it take you to beat a suspect
Yes.
with a
Yeah.
baton into submission? All right.
Christ, Eric.
I didn't. I wasn't-
apprehend and detain.
To tactically subdue to the ground with the least amount of force necessary.
So
So
the
that's with or without a baton.
Yeah.
Doesn't
it's
matter.
how-
Doesn't matter. Okay.
Least-
Okay.
least
The least
amount of force.
necessary.
anyway, so they did the Warrior Police Challenge, and basically some of the events were they have physical exercise events, obviously, so climbing a rope and doing push-ups, sit-ups, and
ruck
stuff.
marching.
And then
So it's like an obstacle
the
course,
final
basically?
the final event is the ruck marching. You had to do the PEX course, which is an obstacle course,
An
and
obstacle course.
Yep.
Okay.
but they also did securing a downed aircraft and other MP Corps jobs that we had to do. Anyway, so I trained up for it, but I had just gotten promoted to sergeant, so I was not selected I was selected as an alternate, and they picked a guy who was a sergeant and had been a sergeant for a while because it wasn't Pal, because Pal stopped before that happened. Like, he was just helping train before that.
Okay. I was just
Yeah.
curious because the Army has a lot of different things that they set up for.
Yeah.
Like Audie Murphy's probably the biggest
Yeah.
one.
So they do Audie Murphy. They started recently. They started This Is My Squad events, which is like they take squads compete against each other. So
That's pretty cool.
yeah. So anyway, I did that. I trained up for it and then wasn't selected to be on it. And then it was after that is when we started training up for Iraq.
What was
Oh,
that?
so it was
like?
pre-deployment training. That's what we call it. We did
Yeah, it was-
pre-deployment
our-
training.
That's what we call it.
It was
Yeah,
our
yeah.
pre-deployment train up.
What did you guys do? What did that consist of?
Basically anything that we were going to do in Iraq. So
Because you didn't go through the
And-
pre-deployment.
Hold
and
on,
some-
we'll get to
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
and some things that we weren't going to do in Iraq. And it was different from me too, because my first deployment, I didn't go through pre-deployment train up either. So I know exactly where you're coming from.
That makes a lot of sense now. I never knew that about you. That
But-
makes a lot of sense.
But we did our train up on this one. And basically it was everything that an MP could do. So up to and including route signage and things like that, which we never did in Iraq, but it's part of the MP job.
Now the route signage is what you're talking about, making Lincoln like the main.
Right. Yeah. We would.
Okay.
So MPs are supposed to go out and put out signs. Hey, this is Route Lincoln. Or if a route is down, then they're supposed to go out and put this route is no longer good, or put a do not enter sign on the route, things like that. That's MPs would have to do, because we're the ones that patrol the routes. Just cops.
So you
patrol
could
and-
work MoDOT.
yeah, probably.
Don't
Yeah.
worry. What was it like when you made sergeant for you? Like when you got pins E5, how did that feel for you?
Felt earned. That's basically is
yeah.
how it felt. So I mean, I got passed over for promotions, not promotions, but for early promotions. And some of the reasons that I got passed over were extremely stupid. Like whenever I got back from deployment, I was passed over for an early promotion simply because I didn't yell at anybody. As a private first class, I wouldn't yell at people, so I couldn't be a specialist. So, things like that. Even though I had a good MP or a PT score, I had an expert marksmanship score, all that stuff. The reason that it came down to, or at least the reason I was told, is I didn't yell at people enough. So
no, I always had the confusion. My dad was in the Army, and he was always talking about specialist and hard stripe.
Yeah.
And there was a difference. Like a hard stripe could tell a specialist what to do.
So hard stripe is a corporal.
You don't get an NCOER. You don't get extra money either.
So both E4s, corporal and specialist, are both E4s.
Yeah, but a hard stripe, when you come down to it, a hard stripe in charge, basically.
Yeah. So it's like they're called lateral promotions, right? So E4 gets promoted to a corporal. He is in a leadership position, so he's over regular specialists. Same way as a master sergeant and a first sergeant. First sergeant's in a leadership position, so he's over master sergeants. Stuff like that.
Okay, I'm just curious because my dad was in aviation and he went for warrant officer, but he didn't pass hearing test, so he put him in supply.
Yeah,
and he didn't like that.
That can happen.
But they made him an E6 because the E5 that was there was a hard stripe, and he was a specialist. So the hard stripe was in charge, but he just got back from Vietnam, and he didn't give a shit about anything. So they made him an E6, so he'd be in charge, even though he was a specialist. He outranked the
yeah.
So I was just clarification on that.
So when you, before I ask my next question, when you got your orders to deploy again, were you pissed?
No.
Okay.
Why would I? So whenever I joined,
now the next time you went, it wasn't a surge anymore, though.
And it wouldn't have mattered if it was a surge. So and you'll get a million people that say this. The easiest part of being in the military is being deployed. Because you know what your task is. You understand exactly what you have to do.
You only have two problems. Is it a problem that I can fire at, or is it a problem that I don't need to fire at?
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah.
And then when you get back to garrison, it's a million problems. So it's easier to be deployed than it is to be not. And I wasn't afraid of deployment, so that didn't affect me. Like you have people that are trying to get out.
So you didn't do an 8-ball at all?
No, I stayed away from the 8 balls. So.
Okay.
So then when you deployed, you were with 2nd Platoon the whole time, right?
The first time I was with the headquarters. The second time, I was with 2nd Platoon.
So for our deployment, you were with 2nd Platoon.
So you were 2nd Platoon to the same.
I was
I was a troublemaker.
I was in 1st Platoon and got in trouble, and then nobody would take me.
I think it was a language barrier.
No, it wasn't. And then
you shoot yourself again, and they're like, "We don't want this stinky bastard." Anymore.
And then Sergeant Ernst, bless his heart, may he rest in peace.
I didn't know he died.
You didn't?
No.
Oh, bro, it broke my heart when I found out. Like, to this day, I cry a little on the anniversary.
I didn't have as much respect for him as you did, but I did respect him a little bit. I had no idea that he passed. Well,
here's the thing, right? When I got put, because it was like terrifying for me, because I didn't know what I was getting into. I was just like, I'd rather just go to war now.
Yeah.
Like, let's just, like, ignorantly so, right?
Oh,
and when they put me in the talk after the Article 15, they were like, all right, you're done. And then nobody fucked with me, but nobody talked to me either. So people would just ignore me.
So they basically ostracized?
Basically. And then they put me at nights, which is what you do with people that you at nights.
Yeah.
So he would sit down and talk to me about anime, and I would like explain the anime for like 2 hours, and he would sit there and look at me, and he would be like, okay, so like you understand things. And I'm like, no, I just understand how to read. Like, this is reading. And a week after that, it was like, he came up to me, he goes, hey, you're going to go to 2nd Platoon. Yeah, okay, whatever. No, like, you're going to 2nd Platoon, you're going to 2nd Squad. Yeah, whatever. No problem. Like, I didn't say whatever. Like, Roger, Sergeant. Yeah, sure. Like,
yeah, Roger.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
And then it got announced that he was going to be the platoon sergeant, and everybody was like, oh, fuck. So that's when I met him, was in October of 2008 was when I got put to platoon.
Okay, because I thought
Yeah.
you were in second platoon the whole time.
No, I got put in October 3rd on 2nd platoon because they sent me
You were-
they sent me on leave early too after the Article 15.
You were in O'Neill's squad, right?
Yep.
So whenever
with Dole.
Yeah, whenever I first got there, I wasn't in O'Neill's squad. I was in Hartman's.
I was with Dole, and then I went leave, came back, and Dole had a seizure or something, I believe. Why do you laugh?
Because that shit was so funny. It was. I laugh at him,
Dude,
I still talk to him, and
Dude, he was brutal. Like, he was brutal to me because he was like, "Do you know?" Like, he would ask me a question.
Oh, that's because he went through freaking Audie Murphy shit.
So, like, he would ask me a question, like, "No," he's like, "What's our TTP if this happens?" And like, dude, he would just sit me because for a week they didn't have me on missions. They just had me showing up to the trucks for like a week. And then Dole would be like, when I come back, I want you to explain to me what the fuck this is. And you better be able to fucking explain it to me. And I'm like,
that was his medication.
Oh, was it? Cool. Because it was terrifying. And then I went on missions.
We had a guy like that.
I went on missions. Like, nothing happened during those missions. Like, with first platoon, we had like a bunch of IEDs because they were going up to the other side on the east side. And there was just IED all the time. And we would sit out there for hours waiting for EOD. Then he came in, then you came in as my team leader. And I remember first time I met you, like, walked into my room and you just smiled at me. You're like, huh, we got a lot to work on. I'll see you later. And I was just like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck did he just mean? And then you can take it from there because I remember very little things from there.
Why? What happened?
I remember,
traumatic for you? Does it affect you that way?
I remember the first time I showed up to the place. I showed up 45 minutes early because that's what Dole would tell me. He's like, just 30 minutes before organize and just read a fucking book. And then that way you can help everybody else and it's going to look good. Because Dole was like, hey, like, you're starting at a negative because of what happened. You have to really like work hard and it sucks. And then when I got to you, you just like showed up 30 minutes earlier too. And I'm like, the fuck
is he in trouble too
here? You were like, no, go ahead, keep doing your thing. And then we would do 2 hours prior to the mission. So if we had to SP at like 9, at fucking 7, from 7 till 9, we were running drills. And it was like, okay, we took, tactical side, second vehicle got hit, we're taking small arms fire, what do you do? Boom, and then react. And he would always be like, okay, go get cut the fucking wheel right. I just like fucking flinch every time he'd yell. Okay, good job, man. And then he'd just get out of the truck, do the thing and whatnot.
But that sounds.
Would have done what I said. I wouldn't have fucking yelled.
See, you learned how to yell later.
Yeah.
I want to make master sergeant. I'm yelling at everybody. I'm yelling at everybody.
No. So what had happened was I became a team leader, and I realized that everybody's fucking stupid.
I get it.
Yeah. And it caused me to be just a little, like, my blood pressure went up just a little bit more.
I get it.
Because so the initial part of that was right whenever I made sergeant, I was training up for the police challenge, and oh god, I can't remember that dude's name. You probably know him. Anyway, I can't remember his name, but this dude. So whenever you take apart the Mark 19, right, there's shiny sides to it. And you're not allowed, you're not supposed to put the shiny sides on the ground. Yeah. So I'm an easygoing guy. Easygoing.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Yeah. So
compared to other leaders I had, yeah.
He put the shiny side on the ground. I was like, hey, you can't put the shiny side on the ground. Mess up the weapon. We have to go get it recalibrated, everything. So don't put the shiny side on the ground. Cool. Puts it back together, takes it apart again, because part of the challenge is taking apart, putting together weapons.
Yeah.
So he takes it apart again, puts the shiny side on the ground, and say, hey, I just told you, man, you can't put the shiny sides on the ground. You'll fuck up the weapon. Don't put the shiny sides on the ground. Like, I forget. I'm sorry, Sergeant. I forgot.
I can feel it. I can feel it coming.
So then he puts it back in, does it again. And then the next time, like, I don't remember what I had in my hand, but I had something in my fucking hand. And he does it, takes it apart again, fucking puts the shiny side on the ground, and fucking just threw this shit at his head. What the fuck are you doing? Like, fucking flipped. And because I never really yelled before that, like, not at anybody, right?
Yeah.
Everyone we had like maybe 5 or 6 people,
not at everybody,
including Pal, in this building.
Yeah.
And everybody just stops. and looks, and they see me just tearing into this dude. I want to say his name's Pablo for some reason, but I can't.
Oh,
remember.
Pablo. Yeah, Pablo.
Yeah.
Pablo. Yeah. I was talking to him earlier. Yeah. Yeah, I know who Pablo is. Yeah. I got him on my phone.
Yeah, you pull him up, and I'll probably be like, "Yeah, that's that motherfucker."
You want to put the shiny side down, that motherfucker? I remember him.
So immediately, yeah, fucking Ortiz. That's who it is.
Jeez.
God,
Ortiz.
that fucking dude. So last time I yelled at him, I was like, I can't fucking take it anymore. So I grabbed the TM and I flipped to where it says, "Do not place the shiny sides on the ground." And I said, "Sit here in the invisible chair and fucking read this until I tell you to stop." So he's sitting
In the invisible chair.
fucking sitting here reading this and sweating bullets and fucking shaking.
Oh, God.
And so I walk, and Pal comes up, and he's like, "Hey, man, he's been sitting there for a while. You think?"
Pal?
Yeah. He's like, "You
think he knows now?
Yeah. He's like, "How?" He's
Wait,
like,
how came
well,
you and said that?
So it's because I had never yelled before, so he knew I was so agitated. He was like trying to make sure that I knew what I was doing. I wasn't just fucking being vengeful or something.
Because you were
So he's like, he's been sitting in the chair for a little bit. You think he's done enough? And I was like, "You're right. You're right." So I walk over there and I was like, "Pablo, look, dude." Or I never called him by the first name.
Ortiz,
I just
Ortiz,
I was like, "Hey,
Ortiz.
Ortiz, dude, come on." I was like, "You can get out of the chair." I was like, "Sorry, I yelled at you." Kind of like off of Half Baked when he's like, "Sorry, I yelled."
Yeah.
It's like, sorry, I yelled at you. Do you understand why I'm trying to tell you you can't put the shiny side? I apologize. Sorry, I'm so sorry. I don't even know what I was thinking. I was like, we're gonna move on to a different weapon because if you do it one more time, I may beat you to death.
Well, it fucks up the whole. It fucks up the whole weapon when
Right.
you take it over the armor,
Yeah.
especially if you scratch it.
Oh,
Like, if
yeah,
there's
yeah,
any
yeah.
Scratch on it.
'Cause
That's
it's-
a fucking like 2 million. I think it's like 2 million.
I don't know if it's 2 million, but it costs a lot.
I'm sure it's
Fucking
costly.
expensive.
Yeah.
It's a market.
Especially if it's you're getting a military
So,
contractor to do it. It may be just $1 million.
So that's why I started yelling at people. It's all fucking Ortiz's fault.
It's all Ortiz.
It works though, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, if
Yeah.
you yell at the right time,
Right.
it
Yeah,
works.
yeah, and so but that's also why like I don't yell a lot because I want that effect. I want them to be like, "Hey man, Sergeant
See-
Charles is pretty cool." And then when I yell, they're like, "Oh my God,
Yeah.
I must have really fucked up because Sergeant Charles is yelling at me."
See, I had the same problem. It's one guy, he would always yell at everybody.
Yeah.
I was like, listen, he was taking over for me. I was leaving. I was like, listen, you can't yell at them all the time because they're stupid. I was like, that's not the point. Okay. If you yell at them all the time, they don't know when you're upset.
Yeah.
It numbs them. They have no idea. They're not going to learn anything.
Right. Yeah.
Be calm, and then yell at them once in a while.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if you do that, they'll listen.
Right.
And you know what he did? He didn't change the fucking thing.
Yeah.
He didn't change the fucking.
kept
He just
yelling at
kept
people.
yelling at people.
Yeah,
These are fucking idiots. I can't stand it. I'm going to kill every fucking one of them. I'll do the job myself. I was like, you might as well. You might as well because you are very
I'll do the
ineffective.
job myself. Yeah, you'll never get anything done.
Yeah. So sometimes it works if you do it correctly.
I did. Yeah, I got so heated at him, and I yelled at him, and I mean, we joked about it. He'll probably I don't know. He might not remember it. But,
He may be like Richard. Be like, no, I don't remember nothing. I was never in the army.
yeah.
I was an orphan. I don't know nothing.
My first, I would rather have gotten yelled at than beaten. Because I remember, yeah, you left. So I remember the first like crazy mission that we did was we took over a mission for the command team in December, and I have video. Betcher had the video. Betcher has a video of us clearing the house, I think.
Is that you got to?
Is the one where the pallet fell and then he?
Oh yeah.
Do you remember this?
I don't remember abusing you at all.
You don't remember abusing me at all.
No.
He's technically still in the army.
We'll
He
ask you a
can't
question
do
here in a
this.
I don't remember.
Oh no, this is gonna come out for like another week.
I don't remember abusing any of us.
Okay, so
I remember following the UMCJ to the letter.
Montgomery. So we had a corporal named Corporal Montgomery who was an SRT.
Yeah.
And for like a week, we were prepping because we had a change in mission where it was like, hey, we're gonna start doing warrants with the IPs. So Corporal Montgomery's gonna teach you guys how to clear rooms, and he was brutal. He was even worse to me because he would just smack
He would
me
apparently
open
beat you.
handed. He
Yeah.
would just smack me open handed and be like, "You didn't clear that corner. Now we're all dead. You didn't like cut the corner in fast enough, so now we all got shot at." And I remember the first time we go out, we're like, "Hey, you were pissed off because you were like, you got it." I never forget. We were at CID, and I'm in the truck, and you're like, "Okay, guys, we're gonna sit here for 24 hours, and then we're gonna go hit a house at 2 a.m." And I was like, "Why?" And you were like, "It's fucking O'Neill, the fucking command team." And I fucking froze. That was the first time I saw you flip. I was like, "Oh my God, why is it so bad? You're this motherfucker." Nobody fucking say a fucking thing about what I said. We're fucking gonna hit a house. Everybody shut the fuck up.
Why 2 o'clock in the morning? It's none of your fucking business. We're just fucking doing it.
Just fucking take turns. And I remember we got fed pretty good. We had like chicken and shit.
Well,
And,
the last meal, yeah.
So we go hit the house, and you're like, "Hey, you're coming." We like set everything up, and I'm with him, and it's like when I'm telling you it's fucking dark, it's fucking dark.
Mhm.
We go to the house, and it was like 30 minutes away, and you were pissed the whole time we were driving there. You're like, "If I get fucking hit." Like, I swear to fucking God, O'Neill, if I get fucking hit. And I'm like just driving petrified. Like, why is he mad? Like, why are you mad? We're just
It's 2 o'clock in the morning. He's still mad.
This is exciting. No, the fuck it wasn't. We get to the door, and Charles goes, "Yo, breach her up." So I go to the side, and they used to do this thing where they put a panel. And what you had trained us was you put the knife in, but you go real
you told me
slow
that. Yeah.
in case you feel a wire. Because if you feel a wire, that means that there's something in there.
So any resistance you stop.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he had been on my ass about this, and that was the one time he didn't hit me. He's like, "Listen, dude, like you have to go slow because you're gonna feel it. You're gonna feel it."
Yeah.
So he's like, "Hey, hurry up, Avila's," and I come through the corner, and I pull my knife, and I pull the knife in, and when I pull the knife in, I went like this, and the door fell, and it went. And he just goes, "Everybody get the fuck in the house!" And I'm like, "What is the house?" The guy was sleeping.
Yeah.
He wakes up the guy. I'm in the room, and there's like a because it was on a second floor. It's him, the black guy. I can't remember.
IPLO? The IPLO?
No. The E5 who was stop lost, who married Snyder.
Lindell McCree.
McCree and Montgomery, and I come in the room, and I'm just looking. He's like, "You were like, look at the fucking door," and like the guy was asleep, and he wakes him up. We bag and tie him, and we get back with the guy in, and when we get to CID, I'm out. We take a picture with the fucking Iraqi SF, whatever the fuck guys. And then as we're going to get in the back, he's like, "Avilas, let me talk to you." And he just walks up to me and kicks me in the fucking chest. He goes, "You almost killed us, you fucking dumb fuck, you motherfucker." And he just starts yelling at me at 3 a.m, just fucking yelling at me and like fucking kicking me. He's like, "Why the fuck did you move? I told you to go fucking slow." Like, I've never felt more fucking embarrassed because he just roasted me the whole time after we took the pictures and everything. I'm like, he's not mad. We didn't die. He's not mad. No, dude. He's, "Avilas, let me talk to you." And like, go to the truck. And as I turn around, he's like, "Sparta!"
Sounds
Why? Why? We didn't. But here's my question: we didn't die.
No,
Yeah, but we didn't. The door's not supposed to fall either.
So basically, if I hadn't done any of that, the next time you knocked a door over, you're like, "Oh,
Not a biggie.
yeah, Sergeant Charles let me do this last time."
You let me knock the door over last time.
No big deal. So I had to make sure you understood. Bad Aviles. No.
Bad Abdel. Well,
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you. When the last time you got blown up,
Yeah.
Did you get like the Guinness Book of World Records come by and say, "Hey"?
No. I'm sure there's been people that have been more blown up than me.
30,
So
okay.
30 something is the most recorded.
No.
Like
Is it
30 something? And
So you quit halfway?
Yeah.
I mean, you
Yeah.
were almost.
You know what? It was only a year deployment, so yeah, no.
So I had to ask you about our deployment because my wife was when you told this story at the cigar shop, my wife for like an hour harassed me.
Which story?
The VBIED. Do you mind if I ask you about that? Is that okay?
Yeah, sure.
So
The V.
I hate this story.
Vehicle
VBIED is
borne IED.
So
okay.
you know what I'm talking about, right? So we were out in sector on Amaria and we were leaving, and it's the middle of the day, and we had this guy that was naked with a machete walking towards the IP point, and Butcher calls it out, and he goes, there's a naked guy with a machete. And I stop, and you're like, I never forget, I've never seen that face until that day. You went, oh, this is going to be good. And I'm like, do we get out? Do I get closer? And you're like, no, just watch. And we watched this guy. Mind you, it's midday, so it's about 110, 112.
20 degrees probably.
Yeah, with PPE, yeah. And the IP, I was like, oh, they're going to shoot him. I'm about to see someone get killed. And you're like, no, they're going to shoot him. And you're like sitting there like this. Yeah. You had your hands like this, and they beat the fuck out of him, and they have him on the floor cuffing him while he's naked on the
concrete.
I think some skin came off of him as they were lifting him up off the concrete
from his stomach. Yeah.
And probably from his other parts too.
I don't. Well, he was. Yeah, it was bad, and he was laughing the whole time, and I'm laughing, and then I hate telling this story. So I turn, and when I turn to see, there's a guy handcuffed, and he's like praying, and he has something in his hand. He's going like this. And I'm still laughing because we were still laughing. And I turned, I said, there's a guy next to us praying handcuffed.
You're talking about when you almost got us fucking killed.
No, I didn't almost get us killed. The bomb didn't go off.
You're talking about the guy that was going.
The guy was going like this. He was in all white. So I turned, I go, Sergeant Charles, is a guy handcuffed in a white van. And he I've never seen him switch so fast. He looked at me, and I pressing something, going like this and going like this. And he gets on the radio, he goes, I need 2 on the white truck to the driver's side. And they fucking get out. I fucking pull. He starts telling me. He hits the side of the thing. And I don't know how you guys got him out because he was cuffed. So I don't want to know how that happened. And
it's probably a good idea.
We poured on it. EOD comes out. EOD, we're there for 2 hours, I think. Because we were right outside Amaria.
Yeah.
And we go to CID, we process him, and we're all like, holy fuck, that was the VB we were looking. And you remember what you did to me after we got done with everything?
What, beat the shit out of you with a freaking...
You fucking did.
With my little antenna?
No. You didn't beat with the antenna. McCree came out and kicked me in the chest. No. And then when I got up, you kicked me again because you're like, why the fuck was it so funny that there was someone praying with a ticking bomb?
I don't remember kicking you in the chest so much.
I remember beating you, but not kicking in the chest.
I feel like this is incriminating.
No, this is not incriminating. You're good. It's been over 10 years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So then we get in the truck, and you look at me because this is always something you did. You go, do you understand why I'm mad?
You understand why I beat the fuck out of you? Do you understand?
No, because McCree was stop loss. So he kicked me.
He was already pissed.
Yeah, he was already pissed because he's like, why the fuck are you laughing? And my answer was, because it's either not going to be our problem or it's going to be our problem. And then he kicked me after I said that because he thought I was being a smart ass to McCree. And then we get in the car and he goes, do you understand why I'm mad? And I look at him and I go, no, Sergeant. And then he goes, yeah, he did that.
Yeah,
he's doing it. He's remembering this.
No, I know.
Leans in and just starts fucking whacking me with the fucking FPCB2 antenna.
No. It wasn't the FPC. It was the embedder antenna.
Embedder antenna.
Yeah. It's just a short antenna. Now, it's like this long. It's just really thick, and it hurts.
Now, the reason the bomb didn't go off is because the vehicle you're in actually had a working
jammer.
A working jammer.
A working jammer.
Yeah. Were you really pissed at me? In all seriousness, were you pissed at me?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Why wouldn't I be pissed?
Why was I pissed? Whose door was it out of?
It was on my side.
Okay. Yes. All right.
But we were watching go ahead. I'm gonna shut up.
I was aware of what was going on my side. How could you? He was almost right beside. He may have been beside. I think he was across the street a little bit, but he was right beside.
No, he was if you would have touched your hands, he was right next to our truck.
That doesn't make you sound any better. What?
He's close enough. I can touch him.
You didn't even notice that another vehicle had pulled up beside you.
No. I didn't notice.
Right.
I remember you screaming at me about that.
Yeah. So why was I pissed off? Another vehicle pulls up beside you.
And starts putting a button real quick.
Guys trying to dial in a fucking VBIED, and you're just sitting there like...
No, because we were laughing. fucking goddamn it.
No, that was for me to laugh, not
that
for
was
you.
for you.
It was not for you to laugh.
See,
If you had nothing in your sector, laugh all day long.
So
But the
my
fact
question-
that you had a fucking guy.
So
See,
my question
that's-
to you is,
no,
how
no,
much
hang
of a
on.
statement was that? Because I know you guys were up late after that. Because you guys like had to do a statement after that, and you were all
You omitted the
about
beating part, I bet.
Oh no,
It was omitted.
He made me, I remember what he did. He made me write like the TTPs of like 5 and 25s, like what I'm supposed to be looking at.
Oh yeah, of course.
You know what I
of course,
wanted to
yeah,
do?
that
I
makes
wanted
sense.
you to write my fucking obituary. That's what I wanted to do.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Mine,
You wouldn't have done
McCree's.
that. No,
Oh,
you wouldn't have
fuck, yeah. Yeah.
You-
But if I would have
But
done
we
that,
were fine.
but if I would have done that every time that you almost got me killed, you would
It
have
was only
written,
twice.
you would have written so many fucking obituaries.
It was only twice.
that you can remember.
That I remember.
Yeah, exactly.
What was the other one?
No.
No,
I
hang
don't
on,
remember either.
hang on.
I barely remember any of this shit. So
Hang on. That's the first time he's seen anybody smile his smile on somebody else.
his smile on someone
He's
else.
never seen that.
No,
Never
I'm just
seen a
saying,
creepy smile.
if you there was this time we were walking down the
God
street,
damn
we
it,
just
Eric.
got done
This doesn't make me sound
with
very good.
open mic night. We were doing
I
trying
was
out some
pissed.
new material.
I was pissed because we did
And-
2 shows.
Yeah, we did 2
The
shows.
second show I did the same set and I bombed.
Yeah.
And then you did well.
Yeah.
And
And
the
he was
second
up-
show,
he was
and I
upset.
pissed.
Oh, yeah.
So we're walking.
He was
down,
more upset when I did
Yeah.
well, and then he followed me, and he's
Yeah.
like, "Motherfucker!"
Yeah.
and then we're walking down. Go ahead, you got it. You
No,
got it.
so we're walking down there, and then there's this guy in front of me, and he's like this, and I'm like, suspicious. Anyway, he speeds up in front of me, and as he speeds up, he has this big smile on his face. It's like, today's the day. Today is the day. He just said, it's like Christmas. It's like Christmas, and he just run up there, and the guy just glanced up at Rich.
He had a shiv. He had
Yeah,
a shiv in his hand.
he had a shiv in his hand, and he just glanced up at Richard and just sat down on the curb. He just wilted like a flower. He's just like,
So he sits on the
And-
floor and I like tower over him.
and he stands right in front of him, like, stand up, motherfucker, just stand.
And
He's
Eric-
not saying it. He's thinking in his head. You can see what he's thinking. It's like, please stand up, please, please just
Eric-
try something.
Eric taps me. He goes, "We need to go." Let's go. And I go, "No, we're gonna be good, Eric." You're like, "No, like we need to go." And I'm like town smiling, and Eric's like, "No, let's go, Richard."
I've been wanting to kill somebody all my life.
all day, all day.
We get in the car, and like my eyes just like flicker.
Yeah,
I'm like
twitching.
trying to like come down. And dude, I get home.
It
and
was
he's
like a high.
This motherfucker wanted to kill the guy. Richard had a fucking pen. I'm like, Eric, don't tell that to my wife. Like this isn't help.
So anyway, so he's seen that smile on somebody else,
Yeah.
and he's like, he didn't believe anybody could smile like that.
Oh yeah.
He's seen somebody. He just.
Yeah.
I learned it from him.
It's in
I learned it from him. So when we got back, where after I left and whatnot, where did you go after that?
After you left?
Yeah, after I left. After I got
Because you got
after
out.
I cleared the company in 3 hours for telling
I
Sergeant
think-
Major Flanoid that she didn't get her gaff in.
I think that you
Now you got out, right? You retired, or no, that was something
So
else.
we came back, and when we came back, we did the German badge because he.
Oh,
fucking
that's right,
signed
you
me
did
up
the-
for it because his excuse for signing me up was you should know how to swim. You're Puerto Rican. And
That
I
makes
looked
sense,
at him-
actually. That
I
does
looked
make
at him,
sense. Yeah.
He's from an island. He doesn't know how to fucking.
Literally what he fucking said.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't want to do this. And you're like, well, you're going to do it now. And if you don't, I'm going to give you negative counseling. So now I'm pressured. And like, literally, it was like the first day, there's 300 of us. And 50 people walk out because they can't swim. They're like, nobody told me we had to swim. And he's standing there and you're like, he's like, you better fucking
You're
swim
not
now.
walking out. You're not walking out.
Swim.
Nope.
So I
nope.
passed the swim qual. And then the next day, it was the shot put, the run, and then the high jump. And I couldn't get the high jump. And he like shows up and he's like, hurry the fuck up. You've been here for 3 hours. And then I finally got it. And then I did the ruck march on
The
third
ruck
day,
march on the third
which is
day.
when
Yeah.
I lost like all the skin. And he was on vacation. He sent Dole to check on me because when I came.
So
when
did you get the gap it?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, so what I'm missing then is thank you. Thank you. Thank you,
Yeah,
Billy.
thank you for
I
making
lost
me do
all the
that.
skin on my feet. I lost 2 layers of
Yeah,
skin
but
on my
what did you
feet.
get? What did you
I
get?
get I
Yeah.
got the German badge.
Do you,
You got the German
do you
badge.
have that skin on your feet right now?
Yeah,
Then
but I
shut
have.
the fuck up. Then
You
shut
still
the
have the
fuck up.
German badge? Do you still have the? You still have the German badge too?
You got the gap it. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Thank
I
I want to hear it. Thank you, Billy.
Thank you for making me do that.
Thank you, Billy.
Thank you for making me do that.
Thank you for making me better.
Thank you for making me almost
Thank you.
die.
Yeah.
I almost killed
You're
myself.
welcome. You're welcome.
Did you ever go to the Neverlands?
No.
Yeah.
You missed the part. You missed the
The
part.
Netherlands?
No, hang on.
Never. I said Neverland.
You said Neverlands. I've never been with Peter Pan.
No. He skips over the important part
What was
God
that?
damn it.
because people told him this afterwards because he says he doesn't remember this. He held out his ID, skins off both of his feet.
Oh yeah.
His eyes are black, and he's like,
When
"Did I
crossed-
make it?"
When I
And the
crossed
guy
finish
went
line,
white
yeah.
when he saw him,
Yeah.
and goes, and then I guess he passed out after
Yeah.
that.
Havlik saved me.
Yeah.
Havlik threw me in the back of the truck because there was a regimental run.
Yeah.
Engineers.
Yeah.
And EMS was like on the other side, and Havlik's like, I can get there faster. So he just threw me in the back.
He was so bad he made the German guy go white.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the German guy was the one who called 911.
Yeah.
And then Dole was there when I woke up.
Did you die?
No, but
Okay.
I had a heat.
All right. No.
He
You know
got
what?
the-
You know
he
what
got the
that-
silver bullet and didn't know it.
You know what? You know what that tells me? You know what that tells me is you didn't drink enough fucking water. So
No, I
that's
drank
an
the
individual
night-
responsibility.
I drank the night before. I will
Individual
admit to that.
responsibility.
I did drink the night before.
Yeah.
Because I was like, it's just 18 miles.
Yeah.
It's just 18. It's 18.
This is a
Just
whole-
That's not even a
That's
marathon.
18 with 35 pounds on my bag.
Yeah,
It's
that's-
fucking-
Yeah, it was 30. Oh, yeah, it was 35 pounds.
Yeah, it's not even a
It was
marathon.
water. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was brutal, dude. That was brutal.
No, that was the most impressive part. That he had no idea where he was at, and he's just holding his ID out, walking like a zombie, going like,
Yeah,
"Did I
that
make
got
it?
told,
Am
that
I
got
it?"
told to me afterwards.
It's called discipline.
That's the first compliment. This motherfucker has given me
I
on
wasn't
the
complimenting you. I was complimenting myself.
What the fuck do you mean it's discipline from you?
Were you not my soldier?
Good job. That was very
So I instilled that discipline in you to make sure to show your fucking badge. Anyway,
Oh my
after you left,
God. You know,
yeah, I think that I was there for maybe about, so after we got back, I think I was there for about 6 months.
Yeah.
And then
What were you doing there for 6 months?
I was a squad leader. So
Oh, okay.
right before we left,
we worked the road
Iraq.
immediately. We worked
Yeah.
the road. Like
Oh,
30
okay.
days after being back from Iraq, we were working the road.
working the road.
right
Okay.
right
All
before I left Iraq, I had gotten squad leader. I had gotten staff sergeant.
Oh, okay.
So
All right.
so I was
Oh,
still a
yeah.
team leader, but I had just gotten promoted to staff sergeant. And so whenever we got back, they moved me to squad leader. So I was the
Okay.
second platoon, still squad leader. I remember going to a close quarters rifle course in Hawaii, or not Hawaii, Ohio Valley.
Quite a bit
Tactical.
different. Quite a bit
Yeah,
different
right,
between
yeah.
the two.
Ohio Valley Tactical. Went up there, did some active shooter training, and then
Now the active shooter is for like somebody in a school or a bank or
Anything.
something like that,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
An
yeah,
active
yeah.
shooter. Yeah.
Anywhere where a person goes in with the intent of killing as many people as they can,
Okay.
with a rifle or a pistol or whatever.
Mhm.
So we went through the active shooter training, and then came back, worked the road a little bit, and then I went to Hawaii.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so Hawaii was my next duty station.
How was that? 8th MP, right?
Yep, 8th MP. Well,
No, what
Seven-
bases
seven-
do they have in Hawaii?
they have Schofield and Shafter.
Which one were you at?
And
I
they're
was at
both
Schofield.
Nice.
and they're both in Hawaii because they have different islands in
Yeah.
Hawaii.
So Hawaii's set up. They have Schofield and Shafter. Schofield is AO North. Shafter is AO South. If you're working the road, you work both places. Yeah. So,
Oh, okay.
so
you guys
you're
work in
either working-
tandem.
well, you're either working AO North or you're working AO South. So
Okay.
it depends what platoon, what time has which place, or what company or whatever.
That had been a nice duty station.
So I like
Lot of
seasons. Seasons. So
yeah, but you're in Paradise. That's where Magnum PI was shot. I mean, you're in Paradise.
again, I like seasons. And it is 82, 89 degrees year round.
Man,
Okay,
kinda like
you're still not saying
Puerto
anything.
Rico.
You're still not
I
saying
like
anything
that
bad.
Kinda like that. This motherfucker. Watch out! Look at what happened to the last person who talked shit about
that
Puerto
talk-
Rico.
Anyway, I like seasons. I didn't like Paradise. It's great to visit. Like I imagine Puerto Rico is. It's great to visit.
It's great to visit.
It's not good to stay there that long. I also don't like being stuck, and you're stuck on an island. Like, there's no freaking.
That's something that no one ever understood. Like when people would ask me about Puerto Rico, like when I took my wife recently, the second time, she understood it because she's like, we got to travel more and shit like that, and like you see the signs that say, hey, from here on out, if there's a tsunami, you're dead. Yeah, and she's like, oh, like this is. So well, what do we do?
They have the same. Yeah, they have the same thing in Hawaii. Tsunami evacuation zone. Yep.
Yeah, that's weird because in Hawaii, I think there's like tsunami's coming. Go to the volcano. It's like, well, that sounds like a lose-lose situation.
That's
on the Big Island. There is a army base. It's more of a training area. The name escapes me right now. It's like PKI or Pete something. But it's a training area. It's right by the volcano. But on Oahu is where Shafter and Schofield are. So I did 3 years in Hawaii, and that's where I did my deployment to Afghanistan. Was from Hawaii.
Okay, because I was just curious because when I was stationed in Puerto Rico, and I got the chance to fly to different islands because they're close together. Yeah. And I just assumed living in Hawaii, you had a chance to go to like Japan or Guam or some of the other places around there.
So Hawaii is in the like dead ass middle of the Pacific.
Yeah.
So anywhere you fly to, it's a freaking long ass flight. Like it doesn't matter where you go.
Yeah, homie.
It is.
Well, yeah. Okay.
Whereas Puerto Rico, you're close to all the islands out there and everything.
Yeah, it's 20.
Because it's like a 30-minute, sometimes an hour flight to get to somewhere. Because I remember flying to St. Thomas because I was in Puerto Rico, and at the time it was like $50 round trip.
Yeah,
and you go like there.
So if you go
for a day,
if you go to the other islands, like if you go to the Big Island or Kauai or any of those other islands, it's a cheap flight. You just go there, but I also like the second time I went was during COVID, so you couldn't fly anywhere. Like they weren't letting you do crap. And Hawaii is extremely liberal, so they were. Really? Mask it up and you can't do crap. Yeah.
Oh, really?
I didn't think of riots there all the time.
Oh no. I mean I haven't seen many of them.
Okay. No, I haven't. A friend of mine was stationed there 02 to 05. And
now that's different. Yeah. So I know before I got to Hawaii, they were talking about they had to put guards on the gates because they were having issues.
So my friend Sean,
I didn't think they would be that liberal in Hawaii. They seemed to like a free spirit there.
I never thought of that. I never thought of that.
Yeah.
Blue
state. Hardcore.
What did you do in Afghanistan?
So I was.
You were in E7 by this time?
Nope, I was in E6. Selected.
E6. Okay.
This was my first time in Hawaii. So I was selected to be protective services. Yeah. So a PSD team for a 2-star general and a 3-star billet.
I'm sorry.
PSD is actually the best deployment I had.
Is it really?
It is 100%.
You're the first person.
Was that one in? You weren't in Hawaii. You were doing that in Afghanistan.
I was in Hawaii with the 57th MP company, deployed to Afghanistan
to do PSD for the general.
For
why was it so good? Because everybody that I always talk to, they're like, man, the generals are high maintenance. They want to go to this route. They want to do this.
That could be true, but our general was not very high maintenance. It was actually he was really laid back, older fellow, General Wendell, really nice guy. He was an old dude. Yeah. Would smoke cigars and walk around the base and like freaking just chill guy.
He's just a 2-star general hanging around.
He had a sergeant major who tried to get into everybody's business, and he basically told him he needs to go home. So he sent him home. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I can see that. If you're a 2-star general, it's like, hey, this guy's doing this. It's like, I don't give a fuck.
I think is who it was over there running things in Afghanistan.
No, it was Sistika.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's the colorful.
Yeah, with the mountains and the cross rifles.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So what he did, he was the XO of freaking Sistika. So basically he would go around to all of the what are they called? The
JSSs or
no, the Ministry of Defense, Ministry of Treasury, Ministry of, and they would ask him for money, and he'd be like, "Yeah, you can have it or you can't have it." Like that's basically what he did.
So he was kind of in charge of the budget,
right?
basically.
Yeah, like kind of like an XO.
What
Okay.
was you have having fought in Iraq and doing all the stuff we did and the stuff you did? What was the main differences for you between Iraq and Afghanistan? Besides, obviously, you were a private, a sergeant, a squad leader. Like, what were the main differences in the country?
So I wasn't
between the people and all
I wasn't
that?
necessarily a squad leader in Afghanistan. I was a staff sergeant, but I was a team PSD team leader.
So kind of like SRT, where you have a team.
Yeah. So I, the difference was we were working with IPs in Iraq.
Yeah.
You know, training them up. In Afghanistan, I was strictly security. So we did advances on anywhere that the general said he wanted to go. We would go and advance it, and then we would come back and we would take him to where we just went. And
You guys get into any shit over there, or was it pretty calm?
Nah, it's pretty calm.
Nice.
Nice. Biggest thing that we got into was my driver hit a dude on a bike, a bicycle. We were going around Mossad Circle. Anybody who's been to Afghanistan knows Mossad Circle. We were traveling around Mossad Circle. I was looking out my window to make sure we didn't hit anything. And I look over to see him also looking out my window to see if we wouldn't hit anything. And next thing I hear is crunch up against his window. Dude, I remember seeing his hand slide down his window as he kept driving. And I was like, stop the truck.
What the fuck happened with that? You guys have to pay him and stuff, I bet?
No. So
Whoa, I gotta hear this.
after the dude hit, I call up, hey,
Hold on, puppy. Do you need more ice?
call me Poppy again. I am not your Poppy. All right.
Billy, do you need
Yeah,
more ice? Please?
yeah,
please. So you saw his hand slide like
Yeah,
a cartoon.
So his hand down.
You make
Anyway,
that sound.
yeah, no. I don't remember a sound. They were pretty thick windows. So I call up to the team in front. So what we were doing was we were trying to take one of our team members to the airport so he could go home on R&R. The flight was canceled, so we were coming back. Didn't have the general with us. It was just us. So as we were coming back, he like I said, I was looking out my window. He was also looking out my window, hit a dude on his side. So
it could have been worse. It could have been a VBIED.
Yeah. I don't even want to. Anyway,
Look
so
at his face. You can see he just wants to stab me right now.
So I call up and say, hey, we need to stop. We got this guy. Usually you stop, you fill out this paperwork, says go to Fob Phoenix or whatever, and you'll get paid. Tell them what happened. They'll pay you whatever they think they need to pay you. So I was like, hey, we need to stop. We need to give this guy this form. Radios in Afghanistan suck. So they couldn't hear me and they kept going. So I'm sitting there. This dude's like trying to open our door. He's like, he's fine.
Is it mountainy or is it like Iraq where it's like
we were in it's the capital. So we were in Kabul.
okay.
Oh, okay.
It was a city, so it's flat.
City.
Yeah.
So he's trying to open our door. He's yelling and all that stuff. And I'm looking and they're getting further away. And I was like, fuck it, just drive. So we take off and we go all the way. So we were on ISAF, which is an installation. It was right by the embassy.
Yeah.
It's in the green zone. So we go through the gate of the green zone. It's being guarded by two Afghanis, or Afghan soldiers. I don't think you call them Afghanis, but Afghan soldiers. As we passed the Afghan soldiers, an Afghan traffic police that was at the traffic circle was pulling up on the back of somebody's moped. Like not even in his fucking traffic vehicle. Jumps off, bangs on this door, freaking, we need to talk to them. So we get out and I have the form. I walk up and I say, this is a form. He needs to go to Phoenix. They'll ask what happened. They'll tell him and they'll give him whatever he needs to get. I couldn't stop because my team was leaving. I wasn't going to be out there in the sector by myself. Traffic guy wasn't even listening. I even had the interpreter. He was sitting there trying to tell him. And he's like, he's saying that you need to be arrested. You're under arrest right now. that was
Are you a full kid?
yeah. That was basically my reaction. I started laughing at him, and I look at my interpreter and I said, is he fucking serious? And the interpreter says, yeah, he's pretty serious. He's pulling out his handcuffs. So as he's sitting there fiddling with his handcuffs, the squad leader that we were supposed to take on his flight comes around with his M4, racks it, and puts it up against the dude's head. And the traffic guy stops. The traffic guy stops, freezes, probably shits himself. And I go, dude, don't point the gun at his head. We're in the green zone where the general's freaking. This is all bad juju.
Yeah.
Too many eyes.
Right. So I was like, dude, put your gun down. So I kind of lower his rifle. And as I lower his rifle, the traffic guy starts freaking out again, starts yelling stuff. And then that's when the interpreter took over. And he's like, basically what he told me, he told them was it was an accident. Here's the form. He needs to go to Phoenix. He'll get, if he's got broken limbs, then he'll get everything paid for. So, but what the interpreter was saying to him was, hey, you fucking idiot, you about died. So yeah, he's like, you don't ever come in here saying you're going to arrest. Like, in what world did you think that was actually going to happen? And anyway, so that was basically it. They drove away
in the little moped holding each other.
Yeah, we heard nothing. Oh, sorry, we heard nothing further from it. So
wow.
Okay, well, I mean, that didn't really happen on a regular basis. People that ride a bicycle.
It happened regular enough for them to make a form for it. So
oh well, okay.
I was gonna say.
So TAs, basically anything that was a traffic accident of hit a pedestrian.
Afghanistan sounds pretty mild compared to.
Yeah,
see, I never did that, so I wasn't.
When I went, it was mild, but I went in 2014.
Oh, okay.
2013.
Because I've heard stories about Afghanistan from different people, and they said that the Apache pilots got in trouble if they burned down the wrong opium field in Afghanistan.
Well, yeah, probably because that's how they make their money.
Yeah, but apparently there's illegal poppy fields and there's legal poppy, which is where they get opium from.
Yeah, that's where the part of the Golden Triangle.
I just didn't understand why we were protecting their commerce until I realized that the pharmacies in the U.S. are paying the people in Afghanistan.
Yeah, for opioids.
For opioids,
poppy fields,
and I was like,
huge poppy fields.
And huge.
I don't know.
I was like, why are we outsourcing? We can grow opium here in Missouri.
Yeah,
I'm sure we could.
I'm sure we could get meth heads to make really good meth.
I don't know how all that works. I don't know why they're doing all that. But so whenever I was with, the reason why the deployment was so great was because we got to train with the marshals. We got to train with DEA.
Yep,
we got to train with special forces. We got to train with what
was the DEA? What did they train you on?
The DEA has a SWAT team over there.
But I'm just saying the DEA is very specific.
It was just different tactics. So the Army teaches one way of clearing a building. The DEA teaches another way of doing it. The FBI teaches another way. It's just kind of getting different tools for your toolbox, basically. So,
okay. I was just curious because it seemed like if you're going to clear a room, there'd be a standard way to clear the room.
You would think that, but then you get all these people who are like, I have a better idea of how to clear this room, and so they start pushing that on their on their team.
It also is going to change depending on your AO. It's going to depend on the TTPs that the enemy have. Yeah. The thing about clearing a house is it's going to depend. You're doing dynamic, or are you doing dynamic, or are you doing something else?
Are you looking for drugs, or are you looking for drugs,
or are you looking for bodies? Which
normally they go over the part wwhere you don't knock down the door.
No,
they didn't do that.
No.
Okay, I'm just curious.
No, they didn't do that.
Okay,
so yes. So that's the reason why it was better, because we never got to train with special forces.
No.
We never got to train with any of those people.
All of our stuff was learned by guys that went to SRT or that had done it before, like McCree.
Yep.
And
then because Afghanistan was a NATO mission, we got to work with a bunch of NATO.
That's
forces.
Oh, so you got to
cool.
work with the British and the French and stuff like that.
So we had a British PSD also there for a British general. We had a German. We got our Schutzsnare with the Germans there. Things like that.
So how did the Germans
Estonians-
do it? They just gas the room and then go in, or
no, that's not how they did it.
okay?
Yeah,
I'm just curious. I mean,
They just started yelling in German as they ran in there. And everybody's like, holy shit, they're very mad.
we don't know about what, but they're very.
They're angry.
Was that your last deployment?
Yes, yeah. Afghanistan was my last deployment. So when I got back from Afghanistan, I finished up at Hawaii. So I had saved for the through the SDP. If you remember that, like while you're deployed, you got a special saving in it. So I had saved up money for the SDP. We went on vacation to the Big Island, and then whenever we got back from that vacation, we went to my next duty station, which was Germany. So I got
You got to Germany?
yeah, I got a cot. I freaking left Hawaii, spent a month in Galena, Kansas, and then went on to Germany.
How was Germany?
now you were actually stationed in Germany. Wasn't temporary assigned duty? That was actually
that was a 3-year
How was
3-year station.
How was it? Not as Army, but as like
Germany's
oh, shit. I'm in Germany.
Germany's
Like,
amazing. So my dad was stationed in Germany. That's where
You
I
said in the beginning.
yeah, that's where I saw the K9. So the installation where he was Augsburg, Germany, but that was shut down. So we were stationed in K-Town or Kaiserslautern in Germany. The unit that I was with, it was completely different because it wasn't an MP unit. I was with a medical unit.
Why would they put you with a medical
gonna
unit?
say-
So
why?
anything that had the word security in it, that was my responsibility.
Because you were in E6 at that time?
No,
or-
yeah, well, it's a duty position. It's a liaison position.
Oh.
So you had to police the base, basically.
Yeah, well, so
that
the
area.
the hospital was on Misau. Misau was its own little base.
Yeah.
So my position was responsible for the Pons guards, which is the German guards that the military hires to guard the bases.
The
So
ones with the
civilian
rubber-
guards,
yeah.
like the gay guards and
the
stuff like
ones
that.
that hit you with the rubber fucking.
No, those are the actual.
Policia.
Those are the actual polizei.
Is it true that do they really like fucking
Yeah.
everybody? So really,
Now the hospital's not on the base, is what
So
you're saying.
it's like a MASH for us older people. It's called a CASH, a combat support hospital. So basically, if someone deploys, they deploy behind the line to set up a hospital for those individuals.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
That's
I
the
was
big
always-
That was the word I was looking for. It's a roll 3. So it's basically, actually, I think it was actually a roll 4. So it was able to support surgery, and they were able to do almost anything.
Okay, because I
That
was
must have been
curious
cake.
if
Like, that
anybody
must-
else.
compared to everything else. you've
Yeah,
done, that
because
was like-
anything I said, no matter if it was true or false
you got
about
yeah,
security,
Yeah.
they believed me. So
How much downtime did you get?
I got enough downtime to go to London. I got enough downtime to go to Norway. I went
wow,
to-
How-
nice,
Tell-
nice.
I-
Talk to me about Norway. How was that?
Oh yeah,
So-
that had to be nice.
So the
Where
only
in Norway? Let me
the
pull up
only reason that I went to Norway is for a actual NATO mission. It was training. We went to what was the name of it?
So you went there on orders, basically.
Yeah, it wasn't really orders. It was just it was a mission. So the unit got deployed there to run a NATO mission, and I was part of their white team. Go down. I'm wanting to say we were close to Oslo.
I don't have my glasses.
I think it's at the bottom. Make it bigger. Jamie, make it bigger.
Holy shit, that looks beautiful.
Oh, it does. You were in a mountainous
It's
range.
Fucking,
I could be wrong about where it was. I can't really remember, but I think it was close to Oslo.
that's beautiful though.
No, it was Stavanger.
Over here, so
Yeah.
you're near the ocean.
Yeah.
Bro.
Oh wow, you're right in the bay there.
How beautiful was that?
Anyway, it was one of those places.
How beautiful was it? Like,
So we were on a naval base for Norway.
Oh, they had a naval base
naval
there.
recruiting base. So it was like their ROTC for Navy, for the Navy.
Oh,
Hacklesford
and really?
Huh?
Naval Recruiting Base.
Yeah, maybe that's probably it. Royal Norwegian Navy, largest naval base. No, it wasn't a large naval base.
It wasn't?
No, it was small. It was just like a.
It was like a satellite place.
Yeah, it's like a ROTC thing. Like there was a bunch of officer recruits there. Anyway, so that's where we were housed. So we stayed there and slept there, and then we went to the NATO freaking the NATO base in Norway, and that's where the exercise took place.
So
No,
Air
when you went to
Station,
London, was that on
Naval Station.
when you went to London? That was on a not or more.
I think it's Oslo, boss.
Yeah,
is
it could
Oslo.
be.
Yeah.
So for this, it was a huge NATO mission, so a bunch of NATO stuff, and they were
So everybody was there. You had like French and Russians,
wow.
everybody.
there were British
Really?
guys.
Is this it?
Yeah.
Holy
Oh, wow.
shit, that's gorgeous.
Yeah, so I didn't get to see that much of it because we were in the
You're
mission.
in the
so,
missions, but still.
and I didn't have my own vehicle to go look at stuff and everything. But
yeah, it still
from
looked
what I
gorgeous.
saw was amazing. The food, but everything else was great.
What was it about the food?
So we ate the recruits' food, which
which
okay.
was
I
army
could've-
food, basically.
well, worse. It was like a bunch of
Worse than army food.
a bunch of fish in tubes type of stuff. Like,
Oh.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
so we did that in London. My wife was a bikini competitor. Like
I remember IFBB, right?
Yep, IFBB
Yeah,
pro.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
She wasn't a pro, but she was a competitor, and she had a competition in London.
That
Yeah,
that must have been cool.
so we took the chance for her to go to that competition, and we went. The whole family went to London, and we went to everywhere in London. Went to the freaking palaces and stuff
the
like
Big
that.
Ben and all that. and-
Yeah.
Are
Went
the
on,
buildings like as beautiful as
Oh yeah,
people describe it?
it's a really nice place. It's a big city, so like most big cities, it kind of smells and it's loud and stuff. But we went on double decker bus. We traveled through. We walked up and down the Thames. Like it was a nice.
No, I was going to ask you, is it because when I was in France and Paris, the roads were made for horse and buggy, and they didn't develop because you have to knock down an 18th century building or 17th century building to expand the roads.
Yep.
So most of the roads were tiny, and a lot of them were brick.
Yeah.
Was it the
That's
same way
impressive.
in London?
Yeah. So yeah, it's kind of the same way. Downtown London's a little more developed because I've also been to Paris. So we went to Paris and we went to it was another competition for her, but we took the chance to go to Disneyland Paris.
Ooh.
Oh no, I
Now-
see. Disneyland Paris didn't exist when I was there.
Oh, look
yeah.
at this. Yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah, see,
So-
but it was designed for horse and buggy, so it was
So,
made
see,
for
Some of the
a lot of
roads-
one-way
But
traffic.
they also have smaller vehicles too.
Yeah,
so
they do have a lot
I
smaller
was-
vehicles.
I was driving around in
You
a
did one of these.
Ford Explorer. Yeah, I was driving around in a Ford Explorer in Paris.
Oh my
Friggin'
God,
terrible! It was
that's the
horrible.
worst. That's the worst
Horrible.
decision you could make.
Probably
Oh, yeah.
huge.
all those freaking traffic circles there. It's ridiculous.
Did it throw you off driving on the other side of the road too?
So I didn't drive in London.
Okay.
Paris, they drive on the same side of the road, but
Yeah, Paris, they
Really?
drive on the same side of the road.
Wow.
everywhere
They have smaller vehicles. though. They
everywhere-
look like golf carts that have a chassis on
yeah,
them.
everywhere in Europe, they drive on the same side of the road as us, except for London.
London, yeah,
That's
London.
so wild to me.
Yeah.
That's
So-
so.
it's not really that wild because we still don't use a metric system.
Yeah,
That is true. Well, for drugs we do.
For drugs, we
right?
use
Yeah,
metric
dude,
system.
yeah.
so I drove the traffic circles in Paris, and that freaking was a nightmare because
Ugh.
they have little mopeds buzzing around.
Oh yeah,
freaking-
I forgot about that. The
little
mopeds.
moped gangs. And
There
shit.
is a
Little
moped.
gang.
You can get a moped. It's a plastic cover that covers the whole thing because it rains
Sounds like something out of a anime.
and it's all clear, and it's just plastic. It's just a thin metal frame, and it's a moped. And there's a guy inside with no windshield wiper I don't know how the hell they get around when it's raining outside.
That's fucking wild.
To keep themselves dry, but I don't see how they see anything.
So then,
So those things are all over the place. Those little moped things.
We went to Berlin. And that place is, I mean, that's a lot of history there. There's a lot,
yeah.
So that was nice. We also went to, in Germany, there is it's like the world's largest indoor water park or something like that. Europe's largest indoor water park.
In Germany?
Yeah, in Germany. And so we went to that. That was pretty cool.
Now, when you were in Germany, did they give you a safety brief?
Yep. The dome.
Holy shit.
Yep.
Bro,
about
what is that?
Germany?
You got a safety brief about everything. That was part of my job, was safety briefs for people who have security clearances.
Yo, look at that.
Oh, wow.
Homie.
Yep. And that was also the first place my kids saw naked Germans.
What do you mean? Because they
This
just walked
is the first
around.
place you saw naked Germans too?
No.
Okay.
My dad was in Germany. I knew that they didn't care about freaking walking around naked. So
so that was Mommy, Daddy, what's that?
Well, even better than that.
That's a naked woman.
Even better than that, when we went to the Netherlands, we went to the Netherlands. I'm trying to think of the city where you can smoke pot. For some reason, it's escaping me.
I got you.
Holland? No.
Well, it could be.
No. It's like
I think Holland's a country. Is Holland a country?
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
But I mean, it's everybody talks about it.
Amsterdam.
Amsterdam. That's it. So we went to Amsterdam.
There it is. Amsterdam.
Yep. So we went to. It was escaping me for some reason. So we went to Amsterdam, and we're walking around. We go into this shop because my wife wants to buy a sweater or something to remember Amsterdam by, right? So she's going in to get all this stuff, these memorabilia from Amsterdam, and I'm walking around with her. We're looking at stuff, and I hear my youngest son just giggling. I was like, man, I wonder what the hell he's doing. And then I hear him say, "London, come here." My oldest daughter, "London, come here." And
you named your kid London.
I didn't name my kid London. My wife named my kid London.
I'm just asking.
But
is one of them named Germany?
Jesus Christ.
Okay. All right. Just kidding.
London spelled with a Y. So.
That doesn't make it sound any better.
So he says, "London, come here," and then he calls the other kids over, and I'm like, "Man, what's going on?" So I break away from my wife. I walk over, and I get to the window, and there is a nude bicycling event happening. So a bunch of old people and young people on bikes riding naked through the streets of Amsterdam.
Oh,
and apparently it's something that happens.
It's an annual thing.
It might have not been Amsterdam. It might have been somewhere in Denmark.
No, they do that in London too, actually.
Yeah, it's.
Did you notice that right away whenever you were in Europe that they had a different view on the human body than in America?
Yeah, absolutely. So like I was saying, he's calling all the kids over. So I go out there and I'm like, "Oh my God, what the hell?"
Naked bike ride.
Yeah.
WBR in London, different states.
Oh yeah, they go everywhere.
Bro, what?
Yeah, it's everywhere.
Yep. And they just ride naked.
Bro, what?
Yep.
Yeah, some of them paint
I'm
on.
not gonna show this because this will definitely get us demonetized. That's weird.
Ride naked everywhere.
Some of them get painted.
How do you get comfortable in you know what? Don't answer that question.
Yeah, riding. Have you seen some of those seats? Like
no,
that?
I don't.
You would think they'd have more comfortable seats.
No.
Yeah. So they're riding their bikes around, and I'm shocked. I said, "Hey, Ashley, come here." So I call my wife, tell her to come over, and she comes over. And she's like, "Oh my God!" And she grabs the kids and pulls them inside. And I sit there and watch for a little bit.
That was the weirdest thing that it wasn't weird. It was different. The first time I was in Europe, because at the time they would sell Playboy at different stores, but it was black. More than half, so it'd block out.
Right, yeah.
That's wild. Though.
In Europe, they don't do that.
No.
They have a clear, and they have commercials.
It's like Japan. They have like they'll openly talk about hentai, Japanese porn over here. Like it's really surprising how
they're very
the commercials are.
And my question is, do you think that was helpful for especially younger people to be more open
I don't-
about the human body?
I mean, I don't know. Like I wasn't over there enough. Only 3 years, and I mean, my kids. We went to
because your kids in 3 years saw a lot,
right? We went to that
without trying to show them anything.
We went to that water park, and kids, adults, everybody's naked, and then
That's wild.
And then we went to Berlin, and we were at the hotel, and my kids went down to the pool. People naked at the pool,
Mhm.
like
That's
so.
wild.
Yeah, they're naked everywhere. But I mean, it didn't really affect. I guess it didn't really affect my kids. They just point and laugh. So
I was just curious because I thought it was a lot easier to get laid when I was there.
Yeah.
So
well, I wasn't single. So
yeah.
no, I'm just saying.
What we're
that
saying
they
is
were
we need to go back. And
yeah.
you,
definitely. I would like to go back, but anyway, the point was that
I'm
they were
gonna
more
go jujitsu.
open about the human body.
Yeah.
And if they like somebody, they're like, "I like you, so let's get naked
Oh
together."
yeah.
I
actually-
it just seems like a
Really,
a
I
lot.
like you, but not that much.
And they would sometimes that would happen too. But I'm just saying,
I actually I have.
it just seems like that is more of a relationship seems like it'd be
Hold on.
better
yeah.
when you have that type of openness.
Right.
What he's trying to say
So-
is he wants to see you naked. But
No,
go ahead.
I do not want to see you
No,
go
naked.
ahead.
I've seen him naked,
Yeah.
but I don't.
I'm sorry.
That's not.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
not.
That is true. Don't lie to me.
Really.
That is true. Okay. And he did it on purpose, the motherfucker.
Go
He
ahead.
did it on purpose.
You tried to waiting you?
No,
Was he planning-
I had a
were you
separate
planning
room. I had a
waiting
separate room, and we were going to get something to eat, and we were doing a gig. And
We had
I went
just
down there,
got
and I
there.
knocked on the door,
No.
and he said, "Come in,"
No,
and he's
kidding.
naked,
Just standing there,
just standing there naked, and I'm like,
with a big
"Oh,
with a big ass smile on his
yeah,"
face.
and I'm like, and I
I
was
can
in the-
see you fucking doing that. You
was in the Navy, so I was like, no big deal.
Yeah, yeah.
We
But
had two other comics.
we had two other comics which never been in the service.
Yeah.
Like,
And
hey,
they
what's
come
up?
in and they go like, "Oh my god, like they've seen the Antichrist."
So it did happen.
It
No,
did
no, they just
happen,
walked
but
in.
you're
It
just-
did happen, but it didn't happen like that. They just
no,
walked in.
no.
Walked
The
in.
door is locked. You've ever been to a hotel room?
Yeah.
It locks automatically.
Right, yeah.
Okay,
And
unless you
it-
actually lock it.
Right, yeah. And if you leave it unlocked,
You motherfucker.
if you leave it unlocked, then you're wanting somebody to walk in.
Yeah. So you
He's
just
like,
come
"Man,
in.
yeah,
I'm naked.
He's like,
he didn't
"Man,
say that. He just said, "Come in."
I really hope housekeeping comes and checks on me while I'm sitting in here because
Do you like
No.
what you see?
So I was like, yeah, he's
I've
in the
seen this-
army. I get it. Okay. The other two guys,
Christ.
they didn't get it. I was
he's like, I've seen this work in a couple of porns.
This is a trap. I'm not falling for it. Okay.
So you come back here to Georgia to retire then?
No, Hawaii or Germany.
Germany. Yeah.
Yep. After Germany, I go back to Fort Leonard Wood.
What?
Yes. So
Full circle.
Now you went back to Fort Leonard. Were you a teacher there?
that's where I instructed
Instructed.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
you teach.
Okay.
law enforcement.
Of course.
So right before I left Germany, I find out that I'm getting sergeant first class.
Oh, nice.
Not really, because I had already called Branch and was like, "Hey, I need to expand because I'm not making sergeant first class, so I want to be an instructor at Fort Leonard Wood." Like,
And then-
sweet instructor at Fort Leonard Wood, and then I find out that I make sergeant first class,
Motherfucker.
and so I call them back and I'm like, "Hey, I saw that you guys put Korea needs platoon sergeants. All these places need platoon sergeants. I am willing to go anywhere to get my platoon sergeant time." They're like, "You're already locked in to be an instructor at Fort Leonard Wood."
Thank God you didn't go to Korea.
I would have gone anywhere. That you have
Now Korea is
Yeah.
you can't bring your family with you in Korea.
No, it's not
It's a
a hardship.
hardship.
No,
It's
it's
a-
not a hardship.
It's not a hardship
it's-
anymore.
You have to sign for 2 years to bring your family.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
No. So you can
I wanna hear
Because there's certain places.
Hold on, I want to hear
There's
this.
certain places where you can't bring your family.
right.
Hardship,
Yeah. So
yeah.
closer to the DMZ, you can't bring your family. But
Yeah,
now
Red
you can bring your family the south area. You can.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah,
I was
Red
curious
Cloud is where
about that.
First ID is. That's where they send, like, from what I was told when we went up there, because we did a lot of training up there, is
Mhm.
they either send guys who want to go to Ranger School over there. They're like, okay, if you want to go to Ranger School, do a year in Korea because you're on dry status the whole time, and all
Yeah.
you're doing is training. And then they send him to RASP, because we met a lot of guys that they were like, oh man, I did this and now I got my orders to go to Ranger School and blah, 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 blah.
Okay, because
Because
they
it
changed that
sucks.
because it used to
It
be that way.
sucks. Like Red Cloud sucks, bro. Red Cloud fucking sucks. All you do is train, eat, and sleep. That's it. That's fucking it. You
So
don't do shit.
So the trajectory of my career got hampered. It started to suck because I went straight to be an instructor. So basically, if you haven't become a platoon sergeant within 2 years of being a sergeant first class, you screw up your career. So
you have to do instructor or something to.
you don't.
You don't.
If you don't make it, you have to do instructor.
Right,
To try to boost yourself up.
I try to do anything to boost myself up. The easiest one was to become an instructor.
Okay, gotcha.
So I went to Fort Leonard Wood. I started out as the EPW instructor, so detainee operations. So I taught detainee operations for a year. Got my basic badge for instructing, and then I went into the law enforcement, law and order division.
Misco?
No, at Bumpty.
Oh, so you were
Basic-
with the Fort.
Basic military.
Yeah.
And
Little STEM
that
village.
was more forensic stuff.
No.
No.
So
It's called
the law
STEM
and order
village.
stuff was tickets, traffic stops, searching, stuff like that.
Okay.
They actually have a battlefield forensics section now that teaches just
Okay, so that's
battlefield
separate
forensics.
then.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought when you
Yeah.
said that, I thought maybe that was.
So then
part of
from
it.
there, you did some time there.
Yeah, I taught law enforcement for 2 years. Got my senior badge, got my master's degree, and then I was slated to go to Hawaii. So I basically what happened was I went into the Sergeant Major of the 14th, and I was like, "Hey, I've been a Sergeant First Class now for 2 years. They had briefings because they were drawing down MP Corps, and they were like, "Hey, if you are a Sergeant First Class and you haven't been a platoon sergeant in 2 years, then don't look to becoming a master sergeant."
Just retire.
Basically, what they were saying.
Yeah.
Okay, so they said you were. That's it.
Right.
That's the highest you're getting.
Right. So
Okay.
immediately following that, I set up an appointment with the Sergeant Major, went into Sergeant Major's office and said, "I need to leave now. I have to go get my platoon sergeant time." And for lack of better words, he's like, "Fucking suck it up." Yeah. Fucking
Needs of the army.
right. So
Okay.
he told me, "You'll be fine. There's no reason." He's like, I will try to get you to Hawaii, but it will be after your 3 years is up." So
Oh wow.
Yeah.
After the 3 years.
right.
Damn.
So I get Hawaii, and that sucked. That kind of set me back.
Yeah.
And then I go to Hawaii, and I talked to the sergeant major before I leave. I was like, "Hey, coming to you. I really need to get a platoon. I've been a sergeant first class for 3 years as an instructor." So I get there, and they put me in ops. And so then I have my meeting with the sergeant major, and I said, "Hey, I talked to you before I came here. I don't understand why you're putting me in ops." He's like, "Just row." So I do ops for a year.
So
What were you
basically, he
doing?
told you to suck it up.
So then what happened after that?
So I did ops for a year. Fucking got MQ'd for ops, most qualified. Did a stellar job. Then I went to be a platoon sergeant for the 57th, the same company, same platoon that I was in the first time that I came to Hawaii.
How was that?
No one who was there before is
Well,
there.
yeah.
But just having that, I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh wow, I'm
Full
in the
circle.
same. I'm in the same
Yeah.
freaking place." That was pretty cool. So I was a platoon sergeant there. I did, I trained up my platoon. We did a couple of road duties, and we did the JPMRC, which is a big training event in Hawaii. And
Is it another competition?
it's just
It's a
a training. It's a
training
training
exercise.
exercise.
Just a
and
training. Okay.
and it's like
The
national
Navy,
wide, and
Marines,
it's also
yeah.
they also try to pull in other international.
Korea
people in there.
has something similar during the same
Yeah.
time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's actually the same thing.
Is it the same one?
The 8th
Okay.
Army.
Yeah, 8th
Yep.
Army comes down
Yep.
to Yongsan to the
Yeah.
92nd place. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So
Nice.
we go, we freaking destroy it. Like
Nice.
we do amazing there. It was so funny because before we even go out into the training area, we're in the holding area getting ready to go out there, and we're pulling security. We're doing everything that we're supposed to do. And they, that first they're like, oh, don't worry, there's nothing that's going to happen here. And then we find out that they have OPs up in the mountains overlooking our base place.
They're observers.
Right.
Okay.
Observation points, right?
Okay.
So the only reason that we see the OPs is because we have OPs as well, and they spot a glimmer of freaking binos or something, and they say, hey, we have about a squad size unit up on this mountain on an observation point. So my commander and me say, all right, we're going to send this team up there just to check it out. They're not going to attack. They're not going to do anything. We just want to size them
So
up.
doing recon.
Right. So we send them up there. And so this is a Cav Scout OP. And I am a team size, not me, but I send a team size MP unit up there for Cav Scouts.
Okay.
So they go up this mountain. They get to the top of this mountain, and they crawl up, and they see these Cav Scouts who did not have like any kind of backup watching or anything. Like they were just looking at us. They weren't looking behind them, basically. Rookie mistakes they were making.
Yeah.
So our guys crawl up, and they're like, hey, I think we can just take them.
Just fucking take
Right.
this out.
And so my team leader that I sent up there, he's like, no, I got an idea. So he talks to the other team leader, because it was 2 team leaders that we sent up there. He's like, you take your blouse off, just your tan shirt, and you're going to walk down there, and you're going to act like you're a observer, an OC.
That's pretty good. Actually, that's it.
Evil.
That-
That's
oh,
fucking
yeah.
Yeah,
evil.
because there was no OC up there.
That's
So
fucking evil.
he goes, you're gonna act like you're an OC. I don't see an OC around. You're gonna act like you're an OC. And so he takes his top off, puts it to the side, and then he stands up and he walks over to the side where my 2 soldiers are, because it was a team, so there were only 3 people up there. So 2 soldiers are standing there, and they pop up and they just start lighting them up. And the OC right goes, you're dead, you're dead, you're dead, you're dead, you're all dead. And they're like, oh fuck. And they freaking, he's like, all right, you're not all dead, you're all prisoners, just stand up. They've taken you prisoner. And so they march them, they march them down the mountainside, and then about a third of the way marching down, when the commander and myself can see them,
oh fuck,
the guy who had become the OC puts his top back on, buttons it up, zips it up, and the Cav Scouts are like, you motherfuckers. And he's like, hey, huge prisoners to us. He's like, no, we're not prisoners. It's like, oh, you look like prisoners to me. You're walking up here. So we get a huge, by the BSB or BEB commander, who's colonel. He's like, man, that was amazing. I didn't expect MPs take out a freaking Cav Scout squad. It was like, yeah. So that
was actually pretty brilliant.
Right. Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
that was.
Yep.
I mean,
yeah, they got coins, and they got freaking.
They didn't
awards
ask
and shit.
for command passwords. They didn't ask.
Yeah.
For
they just shot him. Just shot him.
They just shot him. We're like, wow,
Yeah.
I'm.
Yeah.
Freaking
See, I didn't expect that.
easy.
I did not expect that at all.
And yep. So yeah,
That's wild.
but they didn't ask for any of that stuff because we had positive ID from the counter snipers that saw them up on
so
the.
then, yeah,
so-
you already have your ROEs are good.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
That still was brilliant.
Yeah.
Though.
So I gotta-
mean, I give a hats off to that guy.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
it's like,
it's a good job. Yeah.
So I gotta ask, after 20, right?
Yep.
Like, how do you feel now that you're out in this side?
It hasn't hit me yet. I mean, I still got 3 weeks left. So my actual retirement date is August 1st. So
Yeah.
well, I'll give you a bit of advice.
You've been out since 2010, right?
Yeah, 2010.
2010, yeah.
You feel lost.
Yeah.
At first.
I'm not. I do kind of feel lost already because I've already
right
got
now it just feels like free time.
right. Well, it's not even that because I have a job now. I work as a police sergeant.
So the way I got it was different than what
Yeah,
you did because I had to wait till everything was. I had to wait till I was out before I could do all the stuff that I needed to do.
Right.
And now they do it. You can do it while you're in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've come a
Yeah.
long way.
So-
a long way.
it was different because I had a lot of stuff to do before. I mean, I had a lot of stuff to do after I got out because I couldn't do it before I got out.
Yeah.
So that made my timeline different than yours because I was busy trying to get that stuff done. But after I got all that done, it was like a mission. It was like, do this mission, do this mission, do this. I did all the missions. What the fuck am I going to do now?
Right. Yeah.
And so I'm just letting you know ahead of time. That's
the biggest
normal feeling when you come out and you're like, the fuck, I got no more missions.
The biggest thing that I have right now is so I do have a job, but
well, that's good.
But I don't really like the job, right? Because it pays well.
But what kind of? Don't tell me what it is, but what kind of? Is it something like
law enforcement?
This is
it is law enforcement.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's law enforcement.
I don't know if you want to shout them out on your.
Yeah.
No.
So so I've been working. They do Panama shifts, right? I am a salary person, so I should only work 40 hours. And if I do over 40 hours, like I don't get paid overtime because I'm salary.
Yeah.
But lately I've been doing because they're trying to rebuild the personnel. So I've been doing Panama shifts, which is 7 to 7, 12-hour shifts.
Oh,
So,
that sucks. That sucks.
And as I'm sitting there on a Panama shift and I'm like, or on a 7 to 12-hour shift, I'm sitting there like, what the fuck am I doing?
Yeah.
So I get on Indeed. I'm like, there's got to be a better fucking job. Or I get on LinkedIn.
But this might not work for you. But if you do something else different than what you did in the Army,
yeah,
you might feel more fulfilling. Because I tried to do until I was in aviation. Going back to aviation felt like doing the same thing again.
Yeah. No.
And I didn't want to do the same thing again.
Right. So I
just a thought. Do what you want.
I am actually. So I am I'm currently in school to be cybersecurity. I'm working on getting my my Security Plus certificate.
So anybody watching needs somebody for cybersecurity.
Oh fuck yeah!
In
this fucking town.
In this town.
Fuck
Yeah.
New York.
I've seen a couple of things. I'm not trying to leave Missouri. I'm trying to stay in this area.
Nice.
Because I've moved around so much. I don't want to move around anymore.
See, man, I'm glad you say that.
Springfield does have a lot of stuff that would work for
Yeah,
security.
cybersecurity here is
They have a lot of large banks here and other stuff. Even the dispensaries need that.
Yeah,
believe
the
it or not.
dispensaries too. Like they need cybersecurity.
I'm looking. There's stuff here. There's stuff in Joplin. I am basically my graduation date is going to be 2027. But I'm trying to get my certificates so I can get into some kind of internship or something. Yeah. And start learning how to do it.
Anybody in Springfield? You're listening?
Yeah. Good stuff.
Well, that's good.
Like
that's good. It's just, I'm just telling you, from what I went through, and I didn't feel like doing the same thing again worked for me.
It makes sense. And not to mention, like, I'm not broken, but I'm broken. So
I understand.
Carrying gear, right, and a pistol, and like it hurts my hips, it hurts my back, like so. I was just sitting there like that. One of those nights, I was like, man, I don't want to do this shit anymore. I'm too old to be staying up 12 hours. And so
I'm ready to. Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah,
dude. So, I appreciate you doing this. Like I'm giddy because I've been dying.
He's been talking about you for a long time.
Yeah.
Okay.
I shouted you out in bed.
As soon as he gets out.
In bed? It's always said
in big.
Oh, I thought you said in bed.
I said
I was like,
oh, no.
I'll fucking
I want to get him in bed. No.
Does she know that you shout my name out in bed? That's kind of weird, dude.
That's weird. Who's Sergeant Charles? She knows who's Sergeant
Charles. Stab me again. See,
here's the thing.
We should end it on that. We should end it on that.
Motherfucker. VA, and I went to fucking show them, and they were like, "That's your smallpox shot." I go, "No,
no one will believe you."
I got stabbed.
No, I literally got stabbed there, and he took the knife.
Did I lie? Did I lie to you?
But I did fucking get through the fucking boat.
He still doesn't get benefits for it.
Yeah, good.
Dude, thank you so much for doing this.
Yeah, absolutely.
I appreciate
it. I didn't think you were real.
Yeah,
I didn't think you were real.
I'm the myth. The legend.
To everybody listening, click. God damn it, I can't talk. Like and subscribe and just fucking
buy the merch.
And
We need
buy
to buy
merch on the
merch.
link
We have
below.